Friday night and you're busy. I feel like there's something that we gotta do. Wait a minute. What time is it? It's casual Friday time. I gotta get mentally prepared for this. Gotta reach optimal levels. Gotta meditate and put on a great show tonight. You will put on a great show tonight. How you figure? Let's go. What is up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Casual Friday, episode 8. How is everybody doing? Man, having a great night already. Hope you are as well. We're kicking it off, man. Am I seeing that correct? Hold on. Am I seeing that correctly? We got 20 in the chat already? Oh my gosh, dude. So I don't know if you're new around here, but when we get 20 in the chat, it's kind of a thing we do around here where, we got to play a little music. We got to get loose, man. We got to get loose. All right. So if you're with me on that, let me know. We're about to do that here in a second. But first, I just want to get a couple of thank yous out real quick. 20 in the chat to start the show, man. That means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. Hope you like the new intro. Hope you're ready for a good time. We got lots to talk about. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And let's jump into seeing some of the comments. But first, again, like I said, we got 20 in the chat, man. This usually doesn't happen till like 20 minutes in. I got a new song for us tonight, guys. Let's see how we do with it. RIP headphone users, here we go. Keep it casual in the chat if you can. Keeping it casual in the chat if you're keeping it casual tonight. Let's go. Let's see what this song's got to bring us. Here we go. RIP headphone users. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Get a little sweet tea going. Hold on. Yes. 20 in the chat to start the night, baby. Let's go. 20 in the chat. Let's keep it casual tonight. Let's have a good one. Yeah. Yes. Oh, man, it's going to be a good night, baby. It's going to be a good night. All right. Let's get to the chat. Let's keep this song going. This song's pretty good here. Thank you, royalty-free music. Thank you. All right, let's check in with the chat, shall we? Let's check in with the chat. Again, episode 8 of Casual Friday, man. November. Let's get to the chat. We got a lot of people here already. A lot of legends in the chat already, and we're going to get to them. We're going to get to them right now. We're going to say what's up first to Valkyrie Magnus is in the building, everybody. Valkyrie Magnus in the building saying, hey, happy Friday, Justin, and friends/fellow collectors, friends coming first. What is up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great night. And then I get hit with this. Damn. I didn't know this. Damn it. I didn't know this, man. RIP Tony Todd, man. Absolute legend. Absolute legend, man. Just want to have a little, like kind of a little moment of silence for Tony Todd, man. That's sad, dude. Damn. RIP Tony Todd, man. Absolute legend. Oh, man. I don't know how to transition from that. That's sad, dude. But we'll keep it rolling. We'll talk a little bit about Tony Todd tonight, man. Just absolute legend. Like I've said that 3 times in a row, but it's true. It really is, man. I've been fortunate enough to see him at a horror convention or two. Dude is just such a great presence, man. Just a big guy, but seemed like he was just super down to earth. Never got to really talk to him, man. That's a regret of mine. Didn't go into the line and get an autograph or anything, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But all right, but we got Toy Collector in the building saying happy Friday, everyone. Looking forward to some pop culture chat. That's what I'm looking forward to, Toy Collector. I'm really looking forward to it. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Not only figures, but we got some movie news to talk about, and we're going to get to all of it. X-Men Supreme is in the building saying, good evening, ladies and gents. What's up, X-Men Supreme? Hope you're doing well, dude. Thank you for being here. Really do appreciate it. We got Brick Artemis in the building saying, let the fun begin. We're going to get, I mean, I feel like the fun's already started, Brick. And now that you're here, the fun is even better. So thanks for being here, dude. Really appreciate it. We got Malgus for Emperor saying, evening, gents. What's up, Malgus? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you again for being here. Spending your Friday night here on Casual Friday. And here we go. What is this right here? Toy Collector coming in with the super chat. Bro, this is the first super chat, Toy Collector. This is my first ever super chat on the channel, dude. And yeah, let's get, we're not going to do a dance break, but we're going to get the music going for you. And we're going to yeah, we're going to get the music back going for that. Thank you so much, man. He said, this is new. A little something to say. Thanks for the content. Hey, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys, man. Truly. Truly appreciate this, dude. This means the world to me. And yeah, man, hopefully I'm bringing you some type of value, whether it be entertainment or whatever. So just glad y'all are here, man. Y'all make the show. You guys know that. So I'm really grateful that you're here and grateful for this super chat, man. Thank you, Toy Collector. Movie Cannon says, evening, everybody. What's up, Movie Cannon? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for being here. Saw Movie Cannon recently on Wolfpack Wednesday. Great appearance. Wasn't able to catch the entire stream, but I was in and out, and Gio crushed it, man. Gio crushed it. You see him as a host a lot, crushed it as a guest as well. So good to see you, Gio. Thanks for being here, man. We got Christian Crosshair Cooper, or as people in the community call him, Christian Crosshair Cooper. That's okay. I guess that's what we call you. Anyway, Christian saying, what's up, Justin Chat? What's up, Christian? Thanks for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Everybody saying what's up to each other. We got Clinton Martin in the building saying, howdy, folks. What's up, Clinton? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well, Clinton. Thank you for being here, dude. I'm excited, Clinton. I'm excited, man. We got a lot to talk about. We're already having a blast here on Casual Friday. Toy Collector laughing. I'm hoping y'all enjoyed I hope this is for the intro. I hope y'all enjoyed this intro. Malgus Emperor says, look at the production quality. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Push the show back a little bit because I wanted to get that up for you guys tonight. It just felt right. It just felt right. If you missed the intro, check it out on the replay. I mean, come on, check it out on the replay, baby. More people saying what's up. That's what I love, man, is everybody saying what's up to each other in the chat. I love that. Everybody having conversations off in the chat here. I love that, dude. Doc Bat is in the building saying, good evening, gentlemen. Hey, Doc Bat, I know you're excited, bro. You got some good news for you this week, Doc Bat. We're going to talk about some Batman stuff tonight, dude. Thanks for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Brick Artemis is keeping it casual. Hey, Brick, appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate this. We got to keep it casual on a Friday night. That's the slogan around here, man. X-Men Supreme is taking it to a different level. X-Men Supreme, pants off, dance off. That's the way X-Men Supreme likes to spend his casual Friday. No judgment here, X-Man. No judgment whatsoever, man. You spend your casual Friday how you want. Thanks for being here, man. Really do appreciate it. We got Collection Obsession in the building. Like I said, man, just legend after legend after legend in the chat tonight, guys. Means the world to me that y'all are here. Collection Obsession says, hi, all. Hey, what's up, Collection Obsession? Hope you're doing well on this Friday night, man. Thanks for spending it here with me. Really do appreciate that. Thrawn's Office. Hey, man, right here. Thank you, Thrawn's Office. Thank you for being here, man. A man, a few words, but I felt this. Stacy Jedi 29 says, good evening, Justin and fellow collectors. Just unboxing my Hot Toys, the Batman and Bat Signal. Let's go. I actually do not have this. I've seen unboxings of this. It looks great. Let me know what you think of it, Stacy. Let me know what you think. Awesome, man. That's your first Batman, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think I've heard you say that in the chat before. I believe that's your first Batman Hot Toys. Let me know. But thanks for being here, man. Yeah, Brick, we're all coping right now with the passing of Tony Todd. This is super sad, man. Voice of video game Venom RIP. Yeah, dude, this is a bummer, man. I mean, thanks for telling me, Yomo, but damn, dude, this is a bummer. Brick says Candyman was one of my favorites growing up. Just an iconic performance, man. Just an iconic performance. Like, and he's been in, like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Hatchet movies, but he's just been such a staple of horror, man. That Final Destination, dude. I mean, just to name a few, man. Super sad. X-Men says he was in Smallville. I didn't watch Smallville, but this is nice to know. Thrawn's office says, Daddy has to sleep, but have a great night all. Hey, man, appreciate you being here. And everybody wish Thrawn sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, Thrawn. I appreciate it, man. Hey, get close. Get close. Hey, man, listen. I know you got to go to bed. You might not even be here anymore. You might have left. I mean, this is 5 minutes ago. I'm hoping you're still here. If you're still here, I appreciate you being here. I got to give you one of these since you gave me one of those in the chat. Have a good night's rest tonight. It's getting dark outside at 4 o'clock. We're all tired. I'm appreciative of everybody that's here because I don't know about you guys, but this getting dark at 4 or 5 o'clock just ain't, it's been weird this week. But thanks so much, man. Low key collector. Like I said, just when you think the legends are done, just when you think we've gotten to every legend tonight, another legend knocks on the door and says, hey, guess what, guys? I'm here. And it's low key collector. It's my man, Calvin. I'm over 2024. We have lost countless legends this year. Shaking my damn head. Rest in Paradise King. I'm with you on this, man. This is an absolute bummer for me, dude. Damn, dude. Yeah, this is a bummer. We're gonna talk about it, man. Out of respect to Tony Todd, I'm gonna add a segment here, and we're gonna talk about Tony Todd, man, because that just an absolute legend, dude. Super bummer, man. Wow, look at this. A $5 super chat. Thrawn's office says, I'm honored to be number 2 with the chocolate kiss emoji. Wait a minute. What? I see what that is now. But I appreciate this. Oh, I get it. Number 2. Thanks you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. I truly appreciate this. It means the world to me. Really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, number 2. But all you guys are number 1. You know what I mean? All you guys are number 1. Thank you, Mando. Truly, for I really do appreciate this. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Brick Artemis coming in with the $10 or the $9.99 super chat. I don't want to add that extra cent. This is $9.99. He says, I'm still trying to find a zero bar for X-Men. I told him, I don't know if I've even told X-Men this. I am going to get a zero bar this weekend. I am going to have a live testing taste test. Might not be actually live, but I'll upload it to my stories of the zero bar, and I will give my honest feedback on it. And if X-Men is right, the next Halloween candy tier list we do, if we do one next year, it will gain some traction in the list for sure. X-Men fought hard for that, and I'm at least going to try that bar for the first time. But Brick, truly, man, thank you so much for this $9.99. This is awesome, dude. I really do appreciate this a lot, man. Again, you guys just being here is enough, but this is fantastic, man. I truly appreciate this. Means a lot to me. X-Men Supreme says can't spell Geo without the G. That's right. That's actually right. We got 30 in the chat, everybody. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause because we've already reached 30 in the chat tonight. And that's big, man. That's big. That's big, already hitting 30. I'm super grateful, man. Friday night and you guys are all here really means the world. Gio says, Justin, thanks for the kind words. No, man, thank you. Thank you. You're always doing this for everyone in the community, man. So I appreciate it, Gio. You're always here to support, man. If it's the least I could do, man. So I appreciate you. Yomo coming in with a $3 super chat saying hippo character and tactical deer. I thought he was describing like a new figure that just dropped, but this is one of those super stickers, I believe. Yomo, I'm going to still read it. Hippo character in tactical gear does tactical flanking maneuver hand gestures. I love that, Yomo. And if that actually isn't a sticker and that's actually what you wrote, that means even more to me. Yomo, truly appreciate this $3 super chat, man. This, again, you just being here and supporting every week, dude, is more than enough, but this does mean the world to me, man. So I truly appreciate it. I'm going to get a little bit of music just going in the background. Let's get, I got some new tunes here. Let me see if I can get get the vibe going here. See if we can get the vibe going here a little bit. Is it this? We'll get this going. We'll just have this going in the background, kind of like some futuristic stuff here. But thank you so much, Yomo. Truly appreciate it, man. What else do we got here? We got X-Men Supreme coming in with the $5 super chat. X-Men, I've been saying it. I'll say it again. Thank you for always being here in the chats, man. That's more than enough, but I truly do appreciate this. X-Men saying zeros in the chat for the best candy bar ever. I'll do that. Let's get a zeros in the chat just for this $5 super chat. X-Man, truly appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, and truly thank you for this kind gesture here, man. I truly appreciate it. Collection Obsession says, my favorite Tony Todd portrayal is from Star Trek TNG is Kingdom Kern. Oh man, yeah. See, I don't watch the Trek television series, man. So I'm gonna have to check some of these performances out. Most what I know him for is from horror and stuff like that. So this is really cool though, to see how everybody's got a different like favorite performance and favorite film. Stacy says, yes, it is my first Batman. Looks unreal. Very nice, Stacy. Valkyrie Magnus saying another Tony Todd role in the Star Trek. Yeah, he loved this role he had in Star Trek as well. I gotta check that out. At least like YouTube that. Austin Nicholas in the building, another legend in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, saying, well, hello, Justin. Well, hello, Austin Nicholas. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here, dude. Truly means the world to me that you dropping by to say what's up in the chat. Hope you're having a great Friday night, man. And thanks for being here on Casual Friday, baby. Let's go. Thanks so much, man. Let's get some more in the chat. I love the chat, man. The chat is just on fire already tonight. We are on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 8 of Casual Friday. And we're going on 9:51 p.m. Central Time, and we got people just absolutely on fire on the chat. I'm still way behind on the chat. I'm going to get to everything because you know what? If this is all we do tonight, this is all we do. We will talk about stuff, but we're in it for the long haul tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Movie Cannon says, I don't think I've ever even seen a Zero Bar. Yeah, this was kind of the discussion on the Halloween candy tier list that you could check out, Gio. You could check out the replay. It's a long stream. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, there was some controversy with the Zero Bar. X-Men Supreme is really pushing hard for this to be higher than the tier we put it in. And out of respect for X-Men Supreme, especially after tonight's $5 super chat, I got to try one this weekend. So hopefully I can find one and I can try one. Valkyrie Magnus says, this is another super sticker, but we're going to read it as if he said this. He says, Lemon character and Baby Lemon blowing a party horn while marching. Hey, you know what, Valkyrie? That's a great... Hey, you're a poet, man. If you wrote that, if you just wrote that, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for being here, Valkyrie. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you again. You know, I've said this to others. I'll say it to you. You just being here is more than enough, but this truly means a lot to me, man. $4.99 super chat means the world. That I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And we're gonna get it. I gotta switch the song here. All right, let's just go with this music. This is always a good little, like, you know, okay, this is good. All right, we're back. Thanks again, man. Truly appreciate this. Everybody's saying what's up. Movie Cannon says, I was supposed to watch Heretic earlier, but I got hit with a brand new cough. Movie Cannon, I'm actually going to see this tomorrow night, bro. Very excited, man, to see this. So I'll let you know what I thought of it with no spoilers whatsoever. But unless you just want to go in completely blind, I won't even tell you what I thought of it. We got another legend in the building, everybody. Prosty Shinobi is here saying greetings. Prosty, thanks for being here, man. Hope you're doing well on a Friday night. Thanks for spending your Friday night here with us on Casual Friday, baby. Let's go. Thanks for being here, man. X-Men Supreme. Just now, X-Men Supreme is writing the super stickers. He says, Hippo character. I got to make sure he doesn't. Okay. He used to. I was worried. As soon as that started, I was like, I got to make sure that, like, I read this before I pull it up because no telling what X-Men Supreme's going to say. He used to dance under this name. That is incredible, dude, that this used to be X-Men Supreme's stage name. I respect the hell out of that. Austin says, glad I can make it tonight, Justice. I am too, Austin. Truly appreciate you, man. Really, really do. Thank you for being here, man. And once again, could be doing all kinds of other stuff with your Friday night. So the fact that you're in here, just saying hey, being here, truly, truly means a lot to me, man. Thank you. Chat's full of goats tonight. It really is, man. 28 of you guys, every single person commenting, even if you're not commenting. The fact that you're spending your Friday night here with me, man, you are a GOAT in my book. Absolutely. An absolute legend. Truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Austin says, what is this candy bar talk? Austin, during our Halloween hangover episode, we did about a 4-hour stream on Casual Friday, the Halloween hangover edition. where we were supposed to talk about other stuff, but we ended up spending about 3.5 hours doing a Halloween candy tier list. It's up on my channel. It's kind of like when you went and saw The Irishman. You're going to have to break it up into parts. You're going to have to watch it over the course of a week. But it was an absolute blast. Everybody in the chat, we all had to come to an agreement. We all worked together. We all created it. And I think we did a pretty damn good job on it. But Zero Bar is one that there was some controversy on. So definitely let us know if you've had that. And there was a Gusher controversy. Brick, Artemis, it's a whole thing. Okay, it's a whole thing. Trust me when I say it's worth checking out. But if you don't want to, just Brick, I'm sure Brick will tell you all about it because he had a lot to say about Gusher, so I'll tell you that. Evil Sneaker, another legend in the building. Everybody give it up for Evil Sneaker. Thanks for being here, Steve. Truly appreciate you, man. Steve saying, evening, Justin in chat. Huge congrats on YouTube partnership. It's no easy feat, and your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Hey, man. Hey. Cut the damn music. Hold on a second here. It's no easy feat, and your hard work doesn't go unnoticed, man. Huge congrats. Hey, man. Thank you for being here, man. Truly appreciate this, dude. These kind words mean the world to me, man. Truly appreciate it. People like you, Steve, and other people. We got a lot of them in chat tonight. Geo, Brick, Graham, Hot Toys Hotline, just everybody who's commented, everybody that's like engaged with me, like in the chats and in the comments on videos. People letting me use their platform to be on shows and being nice enough to invite me on to shows and like let me talk about figures and toys and pop culture. I mean, it's a team effort, man. Truly appreciate this, Steve. You already know this, man, but truly appreciate it. And I wanted to take a moment to cut the music and tell you directly, right to you, look you right in the eye and say thank you, man. So I really do appreciate this a lot. Means a lot to me, man, for real. Thank you for being here as well. Hope you enjoy your stay. X-Men Supreme, X-Man, I love you, man, but you like I for monetization purposes, I gotta skip over some of it. Like I can't, I don't know where you're gonna go with these stage names next, bro. I'm gonna have to read these off chat, and then I'll pull them up here in a minute. Okay, so this one's pretty good because this was actually the word for word what the sticker says. If you don't know, if people do super chat stickers, and they just do an emoji or like a sticker, like it'll just say the words on it. If you've seen Steve's streams, he has the same thing going on in his. And X-Men Supreme just saying they used to call them all these names in college. So that's nice to hear. Let's see who else we got here. Austin says, Steve, just net partnership. Oh, hell yes. Yeah, I just crossed over the 500 sub threshold, and then I guess I had enough hours or something, so I'm finally able to have some of that stuff on my channel. So yeah, thank y'all for noticing that, man. I appreciate it. Again, couldn't have done it without you guys and all the awesome people in Casual Friday in supporting my videos and just, you've heard me say it before. Really does mean a lot to me. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate this, man. Calvin says, saw Heretic last night, guys. It was a good time. Can't wait to go see it, man. I'm gonna go tomorrow night. Gonna get a huge popcorn, a huge drink, some candy. It's gonna be an evening, Calvin. It's gonna be an evening. Calvin, tell him what's up to everybody. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see who else we got in here. I'm going to skip a few of these guys. Please don't think I don't appreciate every comment. I'm just trying to get to some people that maybe I haven't gotten to yet. So I see some of y'all are talking about candy again, and I love it. Let's see who else we got here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I was hoping you caught that, dude. I was hoping you caught that, man. All right. That's awesome, man. Nick's Collectibles in the building saying, sup, pal. I've heard great things about Nick's Collectibles from New York Comic Con. Steve says he was one of the best Spider-Men he's ever seen in his life. I might have misquoted Steve on that, but I think he would concur with this. Nick's Collectibles. Another legend in the chat, everybody. Nick's Collectibles is here. Thanks so much for being here, Nick. Truly appreciate it, man. Kyle Goodwin, another legend in the building. Everybody saying, what's up? Congratulations on the 500, Kyle. I appreciate it, man. And thank you for being here, man. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us here on Casual Friday, man. Truly means the world to me. And Austin Nicholas saying 500 subs with the class, man. Thank you so much, Austin. Really appreciate it. And we are caught up on chat. If I missed your chat, say something else. I tried. I think I got to everybody. I really do. If I missed you, please forgive me. And I just want to take a moment before we get into our first topic of the night to look everyone right in the eye. You know what? Let's zoom in. We've had 30 in the chat. We had 20 right out of the gate. And we are already having a great time. All we're doing is talking, hanging out. And we haven't even gotten to our first topic yet, man. That's a testament to you guys in the chat, you guys in the community. Means the absolute world to me, man. Got so many great people here. Really, really do appreciate it, man. So let's have some fun. Let's jump into the chat. Get your favorite beverage. Get your favorite snack, whatever that might be. Kick your feet up, man. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. Let's relax. Let's keep it casual. And let's jump into our first topic of the night. And I think we should talk about this. Real quickly, I just want to say that Steve says I can confirm the accuracy of the comment regarding Nick. Yes, I figured this was right. And Nick says it better be accurate. And Nick's basically saying it better be. And Steve says I consider this pretty casual right now with a capital C. Hey man, I appreciate that. Man. Procy Shinobi with just an absolute great comment here saying every man needs a good conversation about their hobbies. This is another great space for that. Well, Procy, you're making it possible for that to happen, man, because you're a part of it. Truly appreciate it, man. Like I said, we're all in this together. We're all in this hanging out. We're all in this to talk about the same stuff and to enjoy stuff, man. So hopefully we can keep the fun rolling. And we got our first topic of the night. We're going to pull up our first topic of the night. We're going to switch over to this screen. Thank you again, Prosty. And wait a minute. Hold on here, though. Look at this. I'm wearing a robe right now. Hashtag super casual, bro. I love seeing this, bro. Nice job, Austin. This is legendary status right here, man. I could just picture Austin in a robe with a nice little, I don't know what you drink, Austin, but like a nice little cup. I'm still thinking it's Halloween, so I got sweet tea here. But whatever your drink of choice is, man, just walking around like you own the place, man. Truly appreciate this. And I know you're thinking like, oh, well, what do you appreciate? That I'm wearing a robe? Absolutely. I appreciate that type of commitment to keeping it casual, man. Low-key collector Calvin says, I second the motion. Nick was the dopest Spider-Man at New York Comic-Con. Nick, are you hearing this? Nick, tell me you're seeing this, dude. Look at the respect you're getting, man. Look at the respect you're getting for just an absolute iconic Spider-Man performance. Nick, I appreciate this, man. I appreciate what you're doing out there. Keeping the spirit of Spider-Man alive, man, no matter what convention you go to. This is awesome, man. And you heard it, Steve and now Calvin, bro. I mean, here we go. And now you got Nicholas saying, I third the motion that Nick was pretty cute in New York. Well, now Austin's saying you're a cute Spider-Man, Nick. So now you got every comment, like you're getting every type of compliment right now, man. So soak it, like just let it, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy all these compliments. That's awesome, dude. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is the consensus, I think. He says, damn, I was mad cute according to chat. That seems to be the consensus. We might do a poll on this later, Nick. Do you think Nick was cute as hell at New York Comic-Con? Oh, man. Thanks for being here, man. And Prosty Shinobi, you are welcome. Glad to be here with online friends from different parts of the world. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, dude. And that's how it's always been for me since I've started, got on the YouTube space, man. Had a lot of support, had a lot of great people being super kind to me, man. So if I can extend that in any capacity, man, I'll try my best. So here we go. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's jump into it. We're going to switch to this page. I don't got anything up yet. Of course I don't. Too busy dancing around. And we are going to talk about get this guy cropped up and looking good. Here we go. We're going to kick things off talking about the Hot Toys Joker, okay? I have not talked about this figure yet. I have not talked about this release. This is one of my most anticipated figures of the year. Excuse me while I have a little tea, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, man, that's good. That is good. That's just absolutely chilled to perfection right there. All right. So here's the thing. I have not made a video about this yet. It was so close to Casual Friday. I said, hey, why don't we just make this the opening topic of our show on Friday, and let's talk about this figure. And real quick, I want to say what's up to, I believe this is the first time I am seeing Tim Harvey in the chat of a Casual Friday. I believe Tim. Oh yeah, Tim has. I've been talking with Tim, commenting on my most recent Caustic Plastic Universal Monsters Frankenstein video. This dude's super hyped for all things Caustic Plastic Monsters. He wants to know, hey, just join the chat. Who else has ordered the Caustic Plastic London After Midnight? I have pre-ordered that, Tim. I'm looking forward to that figure, and I'm looking forward to more announcements. I can't wait to actually get to pre-order the Frankenstein, man. So, Tim, truly appreciate you being here, man. I think this is the first time you've been in the chat for a live stream of mine. Can't thank you enough, man. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good time, man. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Toy Collector says, man, this looks good. Hoping Sideshow ships these before the year. So here's the thing, man. I actually got a email from Sideshow today telling me that Bane had been delayed. And it shows that Bane is still scheduled to be here November through December 2024. But like, that's the first time I've gotten that email. So I got it today that Bane has been delayed. We'll see what that means. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get Joker or Bane, at least one of them in the collection by the end of the year, man. And plus, I still got Batman with Armory coming. Again, if you've been following the channel, you know how much I love Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. You know how much that's a high-level priority for me in collecting this year. And so pretty much every Dark Knight trilogy figure that's come out is like one of my most anticipated of the year. So yeah, I hear you on this. Let's see what else we got here. Tim says that the Frankenstein figure is actually my most anticipated figure of my entire life. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that looks insane, dude. I can't wait. I hope they do a Wolfman. We'll see. Wolfman would just be insane if they did that. But yeah, the Frankenstein, man, just in terms of just absolute classic horror, like, man, I can't wait for that entire line, man. But yeah, Tim, I'm hyped for you, man. It's a great time to be a fan of classic horror, man. That's for sure. Christian says, my Bane got delayed too. The movie canon says, I missed out on Bane 2.0. Geo, hit me up if you're looking for... I don't have a lead on like where you can pre-order it for retail, but there's just hit... If you really want this piece, let me know. Because I have actually thought about potentially like getting mine elsewhere. And I was just going to cancel my Sideshow one because I would get the deposit back now that they've delayed it. Because I just have to have that figure in before the year, man. So instead of canceling it, you know, who knows? Let's see what else we got here. Christian says his guy... Oh, I've already read that. Sorry, Christian. Doc Bet says, man, this is going to be an awesome piece. It really is. It really is. Christian Crosshair Cooper says, my in-art Aragorn coming and hopefully next week or the week after. Dude, listen. I watched Fellowship of the Ring earlier this week, Christian, because like just us talking about the in-art Lord of the Rings stuff, dude. I'm just telling you guys. I know you guys know this. Let's go full here. Let's go full just real quick. Just real quick. Indulge me. I know you guys know this. Dude, Fellowship of the Ring is an absolute masterpiece, man. Like, dude, I was so enthralled with that movie again. Like, I've always known it's great, but I haven't watched it in years. And just watching that, dude, yeah, dude, sadly, man, I think I might be in on this line now, dude. That's how sick I am, Christian. I thought I could pass on it, but after seeing the movie, it brought back all those feels of seeing it in the theater, dude. And I was like, damn it. So this is sick, man. I'm happy for you that you're getting this piece, man. Really happy for you. Austin says, I would be sold on a Wolfman 100%, dude. That would be an insane, like, absolute grail piece for me. Absolute grail. Jose G. Hernandez says, what's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late. Hey, Jose. the way I look at it, man, you're just on time because we're just now talking about our first topic of the night, dude. And that is the Hot Toys. We're going to talk about the artisan Joker, but all in these images, it's got the artisan and the collector version. So we're going to kind of talk about where people are kind of prioritizing on this. If you missed the artisan, again, that was limited to 4,000 pieces. So we'll discuss that. But thanks for being here, heroes. I really appreciate it, man. Wayne Timothy says, what's up, Justin and chat? Hope everyone is doing well. Wayne, I'm doing fantastic, man. And a lot of it is because of you guys. So, Wayne, thanks for being here and spending your Friday night here on Casual Friday, dude. Really appreciate it. Procy Shinobi says, my 40th anniversary Vader just shipped. Hell yeah, dude. That piece looks amazing, man. Excited for you to have that one. And Christian Crosshair Cooper, my man right here. Finished watching the whole Harry Potter trilogy this week. Well, Christian, I got bad news for you, bro. Harry Potter's more than just a trilogy. You got about 5 more movies to go on this one, dude. But this is awesome, man. I know you're going to end up getting those Harry Potter figures. I told you were. You didn't believe me. You will. Yeah, and here you go. See, this is how sick we are as collectors. We think we're going to pass on stuff, but it's really just a matter of time before we watch the film again and we're like, damn it, I need that representation on my shelf. The movie canon says Brick's logo now has a Santa hat. Everybody, check out Brick's new logo. Let's see if I can pull up Brick's logo here. It now has a Santa hat. Somebody is ready for Christmas, and I think his name is Brick Artemis. Austin says, Christian, don't get me started. I'm wanting that Harry too now. Yeah, that Harry Potter, man. Can't wait for that whole line. Darren2501 in the building, another legend in the chat. Everybody saying, yeah, my Aragorn arrived. Darren, thanks for being here, first of all. Second of all, did you get the sculpted or did you get the rooted version? And third of all, thanks for being here again. Austin Nicholas never told a lie. He says, Harry Potter franchise is such a December Christmas time watch for me. Yeah, I think it is for a lot of people, Austin. It really is. It's got those cozy vibes, dude. It's got that winter feel. It's even got some Christmas scenes in it. I tell you how weird I am. Sometimes I like to watch like even Step Brothers has that Christmas scene. So even though that's in no way, shape, or form like a winter movie, I still find myself like kind of checking that out around Christmas time just because they have that like 5 to 10 minute scene that I just love. Doc Bet says, Justin, I'll gladly take over your Sideshow pre-order if you're canceling it. I'll keep everybody in touch on this. I tried to stop myself because I was like, damn, if I put that out there, like maybe like 5 people at once are going to say they want it. There's a chance I'll probably just keep it, Doc Bat, because at this point I've already paid the NRD and I've already made like a payment on it. So I'm hoping that we still get it on time, but I'll make that. I'll keep you. I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know. All right. So let's take a look at this. Keep it up in the chat, guys. I'll get to it. I'm going to spend about 5 minutes here just talking about the figure, and then I will check back in with the chat. So keep it going in the chat, man. I love the energy tonight. I love it. I'm just going to tell you this figure right here. Listen, this thing came out absolutely perfect. I mean, again, the reason I say that is because I don't see how you could really be. This sculpt to me is so damn good. And look, man, there's a lot of really great Joker figures out there. So I'm going to be way higher on this than probably anybody because I've never had a Hot Toys Joker yet. I haven't had a 6-scale version of Joker. One of my favorite performances ever. I think a lot of people feel the same way. There's an absolute iconic performance from Heath Ledger. This looks amazing, dude. This just looks amazing. And Austin Nicholas says, Justin, Christmas time is also the perfect time for horror movies. Absolutely, dude. There's a whole subgenre of Christmas horror movies, man. I usually around this time of year, like middle of November, I'll start watching Christmas movies, Christmas horror, like Black Christmas, dude. That might be first on my list this year. That's just an absolute iconic movie, man. Love that movie. But yes, you ain't lying, man. Darren says, no problem, Justin. Love your stream. Thank you, man. Aragorn, rooted. I canceled the sculpted version. That is so sick, dude. Yeah, the rooted the sculpted, I would be happy with the sculpted. I'll take what I can get, but the rooted just takes it to another level, man. Just takes it to another level. Nick's Collectible says, I'm trying to like this, but I don't know, man. I don't see Heath Ledger at all in the Hot Toys sculpt. Wow. I mean, I respect your opinion, Nick, but I see it like... I see it a lot. So that just goes to show you, man, like different, like that's what's so cool about art, man, is like some people can see different things, and I respect this opinion, man, but respectfully, I disagree. I think that the sculpt is fantastic, personally. You almost said I skipped this Joker. I'm fine with the in art and imposter versions for now. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Yomo. Like I know a lot of people that already have some of the Jokers. They're wondering if they're going to pick this one up, but this is an absolute must-have for me. Niche Collectible says, I like the way the hair is layered and colored better on this over in art, though. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd have to do a side-by-side on those, but I think I agree with this from what I've seen. Calvin says, I plan to finish the last 5 Harry Potter films this Christmas season. Hey, Calvin, the last 5, dude, to me, they just kept getting, like, again, they're all great for their own reasons, but dude, those last 5, man, those last ones almost play out like one long movie. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I love Harry Potter, so I hope you enjoy it, man. Austin Nicholas says, Black Christmas doesn't get enough love. I grew up with Black Xmas, though, so I prefer that one more. Yeah, he's referring to the, I believe, 2006 horror movie. They kind of made a remake. It's like a loose remake of Black Christmas, but this one's like kind of more campy horror. I love that one too, man. So I'm with you on this. I still think the 74 version is just like an absolute, like a horror masterpiece that, like, without that, we wouldn't have gotten Halloween. And so, yeah, man, when we get closer to December, we'll talk about this, Austin. We'll talk about this for sure. Tim Harvey saying, speaking of Christmas, Robert Eggers' new Nosferatu movie drops on Christmas Day. Super stoked for this one. Absolutely, dude. I think I might go. I might not go Christmas Day, man, but I'll go the day after or something. I am super hyped for this movie, man. I love the promotional material for this. I think they've done a great job with it. All right, guys. So I promise you I'll get to your chat. Let's go over some more images here, just because we got a lot of topics tonight. So I'm gonna, again, keep it up in the chat. I will catch back up with you guys, but we're gonna keep looking at some of these shots here. And I don't know, man, the tailoring, like I said, I have the Fantastic Beast figures. Those are the 2 figures I have that have like the suit tailoring and stuff, so I can speak somewhat on that. And the tailoring on Hot Toys figures are fantastic. Like for those 2 Fantastic Beast figures, I think those are super, like, I think those are great figures. I know it's not for everybody, but the tailoring just looks great, man. Because again, Heath Ledger in that movie, man, he's got these wide shoulders. I mean, Heath Ledger was a big guy. And I just think that they did a great job with the proportions here. And I just think this looks super sick. Kind of have this picture here. We're going to go through these kind of quick just because there's like 50 pictures. And we'll spend a few moments on others more than others. I don't know what the hell I just said. We'll spend more time on a few than the others. And again, I'm just loving the tailoring. I'm loving the material. You get 2 different looks. If you take this jacket off, you have that other look with the gray suit. I just think the tailoring looks great. I'm a huge fan of the sculpt. And I mean, the hair, like, again, man, whether you get the rooted or the sculpted, I think both look good. Of course, the rooted looks, in my opinion, better than the sculpted. But I think if you couldn't get the rooted like I did, I wasn't able to pre-order the artisan. So I'm going to be happy with the sculpted. Like, I'll be fine with that. I'd be lying to you if I said that I would definitely want to upgrade to the artisan. Like, I just think the hair looks really good, but I'll be happy with either one because I think they did a great job on them. And here you can kind of see the space here a little bit. I'll zoom in on that here in a minute. They actually have a zoomed in picture of that. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm sure you guys, like, if you're watching this, I'm sure you guys have seen these pictures already, a ton of them. But yeah, dude, I just think the sculpt is really good. I think you get a lot of good accessories. I think they did a great job with these blogger photos. I've been really impressed with the blogger photos lately. I mean, this image right here is super cool. Kind of puts you right in that scene. And yeah, man. I mean, this dude just looks amazing. I mean, again, I got to wait till I get him in hand to make like a full judgment on it. But just based on this dude, I mean, this is definitely, to me, that there's no question that this is definitely up there as one of the best releases we've gotten this year. I mean, I really believe that. I mean, I think it's just, I know it's Heath Ledger's Joker. I know we've seen this character over and over and over again, but we can't deny, just with everything you're getting with this, a true deluxe piece. Like, again, especially if you're getting the artisan hair, I just think it looks fantastic. I really do. And yeah, man. And this is just showing you why rolling eyeballs are so important on a figure, man. Like that just goes to show you why it's so important to just do different looks like that. Let's check in with the chat here. Let's check in with the chat and see what everybody's saying about this figure. Darren says, I ordered Aragorn when everyone was saying rooted his ass and not worth it. So you probably got it for a decent deal then. Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. Every time I've tried to buy it, it's like insanely priced right now. So I'm kind of having to wait. Brick says, I really enjoyed Thanksgiving, the movie. Yeah, that's a fun slasher, man. That's a fun slasher. I really enjoy that one too. I know Gio said this in the comments as well. Krampus, yeah. From the same guy who did Trick or Treat, man. Love both those movies. Also say, Justin, thank you. Black Christmas deserves those slasher movie praise. Yeah, absolutely, man. It really does, dude. It really does. I totally agree. Darren says, I have InArt sculpted and totally happy with it. Nonetheless, Artist and Joker on PO. Yeah, I mean, that I've heard a lot of people say this. I've heard some people say that they're happy with their InArt one. They don't feel the need to upgrade it. But yeah, dude, I think that this, again, I don't want to compare because I haven't had any of them in hand. But I mean, this thing is just damn good. Tim Harvey is hyped for Krampus as well. Movie Canon says, I got my Artisan Ledger fixed for now with the Batman Imposter Joker, but still excited to get this one too. Very nice, man. That Imposter Joker, that was a pass for me, man, but I know people that got it are happy with it. Yeah, so we'll take a look at a few more of these images. I'm going to kind of be a little bit more selective on which ones I pull up, but this one right here I think really shows off a bit of the sculpt here, especially the side view of the sculpt. And again, man, just the gloves, the tailoring on the suit. You can see how this hair, like this is just showing you the power of this rooted hair here, how you can kind of get more of that natural flow. I love how they were able to capture this makeup here with the forehead lines and the sunken eyes here. Just the rolling eyeball system, dude. I mean, just such a realistic looking figure. They were able to get this like scar tissue around the mouth, which I think was a great job. This is like one of my favorite blogger photo images ever. Right here, because it takes you back to the iconic scene, the highway chase scene, man, and Gotham, dude. Just an absolute brilliant scene. And yeah, dude, this is truly how I'd probably have him displayed. No joke. Looks absolutely insane. Just brilliant scene, brilliant movie. This is a damn good pose, dude. This is an insane blogger photo. Kudos to looks like it's BG Toy Art. Kudos to you, man. Absolutely insane. You can kind of see this. And again, this is how you're kind of seeing with like the, the artist and hair. Now, whether it's worth the upgrade in price for you, that's your call. But there's no denying with a character like Joker, it does add a little bit of an element of like the realism of when you do like a side tilt, you got this hair kind of flowing as opposed to the sculpted. I do think the sculpted still looks really solid and really good on this. But it just gives you a different element, it just gives you a different version of it. And you can kind of just more realism, kind of takes you right back to this character in the movie. Again, dude, I like the rolling eyes on this character are insane. Like I said, dude, just the scar tissue around the mouth. I think they did a great job with these pan applications here. Here's another one of these images. I just love this, dude. This is just so sick, man. This is so good. And the more I'm looking at it, man, damn. I'll be fine with the sculpted, man, but this artisan hair looks insanely good. Kind of see some more images of it here. Prosty says, this is a 10 for me. Yeah, dude, I'll have to wait to get it in hand, but just based on the blogger photos, man, again, with how iconic the character is, the fact that I don't have a Joker yet, I believe this is a 10 for me as well. This and the Bane both look insane, dude. X-Men Supreme says, I ordered the sculpted, but these blogger shots look way better than the promo images. Yeah, I think they do too, man. I think they did a hell of a job with these blogger photos. They've really been up in their game with the blogger photos lately, in my opinion. Nick's Collectible says, okay, that shot I could see Heath. Yeah, dude, I hear what you're saying. There's sometimes where people like really see something in the sculpt. Like, for instance, like the InArt Aragorn. For whatever reason, there's some angles where I don't see Viggo Mortensen that well. I think like the forehead to the eyebrows look kind of off to me, but there's other angles where he looks spot on. And so, man, it's like I said, each person has their different view on it. So for me with this, I mean, pretty much every angle for this, man, I'm seeing it. But, you know, he's like, hey, I want to show you a trick. Let me show you this trick. I'm going to make this pencil disappear. I love this, dude. They did a hell of a job with these. I know I keep sounding redundant, like I keep repeating myself, but damn, dude. I mean, these are so freaking good, man. Look at this. Look at this side view, bro. Are you kidding me? Look at these pan applications here. I mean, look at this hair. I mean, this looks amazing, man. This looks amazing. Sometimes you just got to let it speak for itself. X-Men Supreme says, for the price, this is much better pickup than the other offerings if you were able to get it at retail. Yeah, dude, I think, again, I'm excited for this. Be my first Hot Toys Heath Ledger Joker. Be my first Hot Toys Joker, or my first Joker in 6 scale, actually. So I'm really looking forward to it. Steve says Aragorn is insane in person. Yeah, I don't think I've told you this yet, Steve, but there's a high probability I'm making some adjustments to the old pre-order list, because I definitely think I have to have Aragorn with that Legolas. I thought I could just stick with Legolas. There's no way. Watched Fellowship again. Gonna watch The Two Towers this weekend, because just talking about this stuff makes me want to watch these movies again, like all of us. Masterpiece trilogy. And I've decided that I can't just have Legolas. I gotta have Aragorn at minimum. And now I'm very afraid that I have committed now to both in-art Harry Potter and in-art Lord of the Rings. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm scared. I'm scared. Nick's Collectible says Aragorn is legendary. Absolutely, man. Just an incredibly written character. Great performance by Viggo Mortensen. Valkyrie Magnus says, ta-da! Absolutely, man. Wayne Timothy says, can't wait for this to come in along with Bane. They're going to look so sick together. I can't wait for both of these, man. I don't know if other people did this. I know that when the Dark Knight Armory came out, a lot of people maybe canceled their Armory pre-order. I actually kept my Armory pre-order. I'm actually really looking forward to that Dark Knight Rises Armory. And yeah, dude, it's going to be a great night for Dark Knight Trilogy fans. So, you know, I got the Catwoman. Can't wait to have Bane. You know, I got the DX-19. So I have all those figures, man, on a shelf. It's going to look so sick. Steve says, wait, I didn't even know you pre-ordered Legolas. I haven't yet, but I'm going to before the window closes. Unless the window closed yesterday. But yeah, I got to, man. I gotta have some Lord of the Rings on my shelf. Like I love Lord of the Rings. I thought I could like be okay without it, but I'll make some adjustments elsewhere, man. I gotta have that trilogy displayed proudly on the shelf. Stacy says, now that I'm a Batman collector, I will get the sculpted version. LOL, this looks amazing. This is how it happens, Stacy. This is how it happens. Ask Steve, Evil Sneaker, in the chat. When he thought he could just collect Star Wars, all it takes is getting one piece of something else and you're hooked. The mistake I made, I don't even know if it's a mistake, but what I did is I started collecting a bunch of different IPs out of the gate, and I just love so much stuff and just want variety. But it's tough, man. It's tough when you start collecting a bunch of different IPs, especially now with just all these high-level figures, these super deluxe artisan version figures. It's tough, man, but good luck. But I think that this would be a great piece to have. I feel like with a Batman, you got to have a Joker as well, man. So, very cool. Wayne Timothy says, by the way, Justin, you have the best background music in the whole 1/6 community. I'm listening while driving, and it freaking rocks. Dude, this means a lot to me, and you have no idea how much this comment means to me, Wayne. Because I don't want to sound like I work really hard on finding music. Like, I really spend a lot of time, like, listening to different music, trying different things out, trying to get the vibe right, trying to pick different songs for different things, what's easy to listen to. Well, I actually put some effort into this. Again, at the end of the day, it's fun. I mean, I'm not going to say it's like hard work, but this means a lot to me that you noticed it, man. I really do appreciate this a lot, dude. This is an awesome comment. Thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate that, man. Steve says for the Legolas cutoff is November 25th. Okay, I'll definitely be, I'm pre-ordering that for sure. And Christian says he cannot wait for his Aragorn. Yeah, man. So what do we think, guys? I'm not going to do a poll, but what do we think in the chat? Are we picking this one up? Let me know in the comments. Just write down in the comments, like, Artisan, I'm getting the Artisan, I'm getting the Sculpted. Like, who's all picking this one up? Who's got it on pre-order? Who thought they could pass but decided to stick with it? Again, dude, I mean, come on. Come on, man. Look at this dude. This dude is absolutely insane. It's just an insane head sculpt. It's an insane figure, man. I mean, we're getting so spoiled with just how damn realistic these look, man. These look so realistic now. These look like a damn scene from the movie, dude. I mean, I truly feel like we're getting to a point where, like, this shit's so realistic now that you could mistake. If somebody were to walk in and see this picture that I have up right now, this is a scene from the movie. This is a still from the movie. It's crazy the quality that we're getting, man. I mean, trust me, I know the price is going up. I know that these things are expensive. I totally get it, man. But like this quality of sculpt work, man, is just phenomenal, dude. And we're seeing it across the board, not only Hot Toys, but a lot of other companies and art. But damn, dude, let's give some credit here where credit is due with Hot Toys just absolutely knocking this out of the park. With, again, I can't stress enough how much I just love these aging lines on the forehead, man. I mean, that is awesome. That's what really separated this Joker, dude. It's just the messy paint, just like almost like he did it himself. Just the scarring, the scar tissue on the cheeks, dude. The eyes, man, the rolling eyes. Damn, it's so good. So good. I'm gonna try to find some of the and here we go. We just when I said it, here it is with the tongue sculpt. I do like the mechanic they have with the tongue. And you know that if we're on Casual Friday, man, we like to point out when somebody does some really good ears, good jawline, now tongue. We're talking about all the details here on Casual Friday, man. But I do like this. I do like this, man. I mean, again, I don't know. That ain't the best picture. Let's see if we can get another picture with the tongue, because that one looks kind of off to me a little bit. But I still like the option to have it. But you can kind of see here, doesn't have the tongue, but you kind of see here, again, whoever did these photos, man, these backdrops for these photos, just phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal. Like this one right here, man, just taking you back to that scene. Awesome job. Let's see if we can zoom in. This base is really cool. I actually really like this base. I really like this base quite a bit. And dude, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at the wide shoulders. They knocked this out of the park, man. Again, go rewatch Dark Knight. Or maybe you have it just burnt into your memory like I do because you've seen it so many times. But look at the shoulders. Look how good it looks. And I got to ask. Hot Toys Joker released. Are we getting the Artisan? Or are we getting the Sculpted? Or are we passing on this one? I know a few of y'all have answered already. If you haven't answered, just hit me up in the chat. Just let me know if you're getting the Artisan, the Sculpted, or maybe you're passing all together on this. But I think you get some really good accessories with this. I think you get a lot of good. And again, we see this right here. The rolling eyes, man, just looking great. I'm trying to get us over to the sculpted version, and I believe this is the sculpted. So yeah, so now we got the sculpted here. So you can kind of see, like, the sculpted is still really good. The sculpted is still really good. Trust me, like, this is still quality sculpted hair, but it doesn't have the same effect as that Artisan. The Artisan does add a whole different layer to that. Is it worth the extra price? That's up for you to decide. Secondary market prices, who knows what those are going to be. So if you could, you could still get the collector's edition on like this version from Sideshow at retail from other retailers. So that's available to you at retail. And I think it looks good. I mean, I think it looks really good. I mean, again, you don't get the same like level of realism and detail, but I still think it's good. I'm still happy with this. If you're having sculpted hair, let's check in with the chat again. Let me know in the comments below. Hot Toys Joker sculpted. We're getting the Artisan or the sculpted. Let's check in with the chat again though. Movie Canon says finding background music can be a hassle. It can, man. It can. It's something that when people appreciate, like when they notice it, man, like Wayne Timothy noticed it, man, it means a lot. Procy says that's the same thing I did, Justin. I just collect many different IPs that I love. Same. I still haven't committed to a full line. The closest I've been with the Clint Eastwood collection from Sideshow. Yeah, man, that's me. I mean, I just can't. I truly like it. It could be because it like found you at a certain time in your life. Maybe you grew up with something, so you have that nostalgic pull. Maybe it's something you currently love. Like, for instance, a great example is like, for right now, like, I'm getting some of the Ahsoka figures. That's something that I currently really like. Like, but I don't know if I'm gonna love that, like, 10, 20 years from now. So that's why I'm starting to kind of like curate a little bit more towards like, what's something that I've been loving for like a long time. Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan. I've loved that ever since it came out. Loved it since Batman Begins. I definitely want to have that. Definitely want to have some MCU figures. Definitely want to have Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. So again, that's kind of where my thought process is. Star Wars, like pick your favorite characters type of thing, because that's just such a massive undertaking to try to keep up with Star Wars. But yeah, man, I mean, collect what you love, man. Collect what you love. Surround yourself with all those IPs, man. It's just, it makes it more difficult, I'll say that, to navigate, because like there's just so many things coming at us, man. So those Clint Eastwood figures look great, though, from a Sideshow. This is what Christian says every time. I think I might be good on just getting Harry for my Harry Potter representation. Yeah, you could be good there. Or you're going to realize when Ron and Hermione come out, you're going to be like, okay, I'll just get them 3 and then I'll be good. And then all of a sudden Snape comes out and then you're going to be like, you know what? I just need Snape. I just need Snape. Then Dumbledore comes out. All right. Just Dumbledore. I mean, Christian, me and you both know how the story ends, man. It ends with you with the entire line of figures. You and I both know that. You and I both know that. Gio says paid off and ready to go up to Sideshow now. I assume you mean sculpted, or are you talking about artisan, Gio? Forgive me if you've already told me and I just didn't I didn't see it, dude. I'm sorry. Toy Collector says, yep, sculpted is on order beyond sight. Yeah, that's the one I have on order, as well as the sculpted. I am going to be more than happy with it. Still looks really good in my opinion. Process says, got a few figures from that line, mainly the Cowboys. Really nice, dude. Those are really nice pieces, man. Just a legendary actor and director. Legendary actor and director. Darren is getting the artisan. Very nice, Darren. Prosty is saying, Joaquin Phoenix's Artisan Joker is going to be my first 6-scale Joker. Yeah, that one should be really good too, man. That one should be really good too. And I think if you're waitlisted on that one, stay on the wait list, because I definitely think there's going to be some opportunities for you to pick that one up. X-Men Supreme says, have this guy with his tongue, Venom with his tongue, Catwoman with her tongue, just a regular tongue party. There's so much tongues in 6-scale figures right now, man. If you're a big tongue guy, it's a great time to be a tongue figure collector, I guess you could say. So yeah, dude, I have noticed that there's been a very big tongue trend this year, man. So I do think it's because it's like an extra element that they can add to a piece to kind of separate it. But I still like the option. We got John Shepard in the building. John Shepard saying, just dropping in to say thanks for the heads up video on the Mondo Batman Beyond. Hey, John, I appreciate that, man. Were you able to pick this one up, John? Forgive me if I didn't see your comment, if you commented on the video. But dude, I appreciate you stopping by, man. If you have time, man, definitely hang out with us. We're just hanging out talking about different figures. We're going to talk a little bit about that Mondo Batman Beyond for a bit. But if you just, if you got to run, man, I get it. But I hope to see you back in here, man. And thanks for taking the time to comment, dude. This means a lot, and thank you for being here. Really appreciate it, John. We got another legend in the building. Collector Joey saying it's another Casual Friday. You know what, Joey? You know it, man, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Joe. I really do appreciate it, man. I hope you're having a great Friday night, and thank you for taking the time to swing, to stop by, say hello, and spend some of your Friday evening with me, man. I appreciate it. Spending it with us. Gio is getting the Artisan. Very nice, Gio. Clinton Martin, is getting the Artisan as well. Collection Obsession is getting their Artisan. Damn it. Now I'm having the FOMO. Clinton Martin says, waiting on mine. Hopefully doesn't ship till next year. Yeah, I hear you on this, man. I hear you. Everybody just saying what's up. X-Men Supreme says, tongues in the chat for Joey. Yes, Joey. Yes. Joey, if I remember correctly, X-Men, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Joey had a great question about, I believe it was the Catwoman figure, right? Wayne saying artisan all the way. Yeah, if I would like, I wasn't collecting 6 scale when this originally went up for pre-order. So it's like the Anakin and this I missed out on because I wasn't even collecting during that time. So I'm bummed because I would have for sure gotten the artisan. But I'm still happy with the sculpted. I'm still good there. Prosti Shinobi says, well, I just realized that I pre-ordered both figures from Terminator 2, and I plan to get every single one, so that's probably going to be my first full line. Yeah, hey, that ain't a bad first full line, Prosti, because Terminator 2, man, iconic, bro. Iconic. Christian saying Snape is goated. See what I'm saying, Christian? It's already begun, dude. It's already begun. Don't fight it, man. I'm not fighting it. I know that I'm not going to be able just to get Legolas from InArt, Lord of the Rings. I mean, what happens if they have a Frodo? You think I'm going to be able to pass on a Frodo Baggins, dude? I'm not. Come on, man. And then Movie Canon giving us some more stuff to collect. Then all the Dementors drop. That's what I'm saying. Listen to Gio on this, Christian. If you don't think you can handle that whole line of figures, man, get out now while you can. Get out now while you can, Christian. I agree with this. I agree with what Steve's saying. He's saying, Christian, you need to rename to Christian the Grail Hunter. Yeah, dude, you're all about the Grails, man. I respect that, though, Christian. I respect that. We got Anthony in the building. Anthony, what is up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here on a Friday night. He says, with the price of some of these hot toys today, they're really adding up. That is very true, dude. Absolutely. It is getting overwhelming for sure. I'm considering selling a few and grabbing a silicone J&D 1/3 statue for around $2K. Dude, this is a great option. I mean, again, this is what everybody's having to really do right now. Everybody's really having to take a look inward, really try to look ahead. Like, you really got to start looking ahead like 18 months now. And you got to think to yourself, what else could they announce that I really would be into? And you got to really fight that FOMO right now, dude. Like, there's so many figures that have released lately that I really thought I wanted. But the more I thought about it, I said, no, I would rather put that money towards a piece like this, like the Joker. I'd rather get an InArt Aragorn. I'd rather get an InArt Harry Potter. I'd rather get a Hot Toys silicone, whatever, like that battle damage Darth Vader that's coming out, so I'm just using some examples, but it is a very interesting time, man. And I think it is. And again, I've only been collecting 6 scale for a little over a year now, right at a year, really. And just in that short period of time, the landscape has completely changed. So it's very interesting. Prosti says, I was fortunate enough to be able to pre-order Joaquin's Artisan Joker day one. Yeah, dude, I was able to pre-order this. I actually didn't stick with the pre-order because I think I'm just going to go sculpted with that. But as always, you kind of regret your decision sometimes. You're like, man, maybe I should have gotten the Artisan, but we'll see. Collector Joey says, watching while I'm making my custom 6-scale Logan skeleton. This is so sick, dude. Can't wait to see that. Hopefully you're doing a video on this, Joey. I hope you are. Love to check that out, man. And we got tongues in the chat, everybody. We got tongues in the chat. Collector Joey. X-Man Supreme. Clinton Martin with 3 tongues. Christian Crosshair Cooper says, I need that Harry, bro. Christian, I'll message you a little... I'll message you something today. I saw a Harry Potter. I don't know what you're wanting to spend, but I've been looking for it as well. But I'll share something with you, and then I'm going to share it with everybody towards the end of the show as well. I don't know why I'm sharing it. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm acting like I can't just say it. This is so stupid. I actually picked up the. It's not in yet, but I went ahead and picked up the Harry Potter, man. Breaking news. You heard it here first. I don't think I've told anybody that. I was going to do like this whole surprise, do like this secret drop review of like, oh my gosh, he actually got it. But it's like, damn, that figure's been out for a lot of people for a while. So I don't even know if I'm going to do like a full on review of it. I'll definitely do like something where I give my thoughts on it. But I finally started that line, man. I got Hermione and Ron pre-ordered. But again, when that Harry Potter went up for pre-order, I wasn't collecting at the time, dude. So I missed out on that one. Darren says, one of my top favorites is WB100 Wonder Woman. Nah, that one's so sick, dude. I've seen that. It looks great. X-Men Supreme says, I have the full Peacemaker line, the full Hawkeye line, the She-Hulk line, the Moon Knight line. Nice. This is good. Those are the type of lines you want to collect, man. Just get the one piece. Anthony says everyone has got to prepare ready for the Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary line next year. Going to be awesome, and I'm sure minifigures. That's the thing, dude. This year we didn't even have a ton of things releasing. And I'm just telling you, man, the rate at which things are going, you really got to just think about all your favorite IPs, all your favorite movies that they could realistically make a figure on, whether it be a 2.0 or just a new figure altogether. And you really have to just decide like what you want to prioritize, because it's getting to that point where we're all having to make decisions on that, dude. It's very tough to keep up with right now, man. Especially right now, very close to the holidays. You know, that's a time where you got to spend some money anyway. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Yep. Yeah, heard it here first, man. Breaking news that you only get if you tune in to Casual Friday. It's breaking news that nobody asked for, but it's breaking news altogether. Yeah. Harry finally, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am going to review it because it's, you know, as you know, man, these in-art rooted figures are pricey. And so I think I have to review it to at least like give me like the illusion that I'm getting something back on my money. Like at least I'm putting a good video out, you know? Yeah, very excited, man. Very excited. Thank you guys. Yeah, dude, to me, that's a line that I just cannot wait to collect, man. Very excited to get that figure in and to see it. It would be my first in-art figure as well, man. So I'm very excited to finally get an in-art figure so I can actually start talking about these figures that I admire from afar, and I can actually start giving like an honest opinion on what I think about it. So this is really cool. Prosy says, I'm just wondering what the hell is Hot Toys waiting to finally announce the Xenomorph? I don't know, man. I want that announced just because I want to know that it's real. But dude, that thing, I cannot wait for that figure, man. I cannot wait. And Kristen says, yeah, Justin, let me know if you see any good prices for Harry. I've been looking around. I will, dude, because I was searching for this. You can ask Steve because I was texting him constantly. Like, I mean, I was texting a lot of people, but I was looking for one for a while, and finally I found one for like a price I was somewhat comfortable with. I was just like, you know what? Let me just pick it up. I'll you know, I canceled a couple of pre-orders I had to kind of just be like, okay, I'd rather get this than pick up these couple of other figures that I really didn't, that I kind of wanted, but we're okay like letting go of. I'll just tell you, the thing that got kind of like sacrificed was the Guardians of the Galaxy line for Volume 3. Like that's kind of the line that I canceled for the most part. I still got Mantis. I'm still probably going to pick up that Star-Lord potentially down the line, but that's the line that kind of got put on the back burner so I could go ahead and just pick up that in-art Harry Potter, man. Christian's saying that's what I did for Aragorn. Oh, he's talking about just waiting a while for a good deal. Yeah, dude, you got to, especially on that secondary market, man. So, all right, we still got 30 in the chat, everybody. Hit that thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind coming in. I'd really appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for being here on a Friday night. We're going to take a look at like 2 more pictures of this sculpted hair. I'm trying to find one that I really like. And see right here, so just to be a little critical, like right here, again, the sculpted hair is still good, but like you can kind of see just the limitations of it. Again, you're not getting that same feel as you would with the Artisan. I'm not saying that this still doesn't look great. It's still really good sculpted hair. It's still a great looking figure. But I will say, just based on these blogger images, I'm very impressed with the quality of the figure in general. But like right here, I think it looks a lot better. Like this picture, you know, I think it looks pretty good, but you can kind of see it. I mean, you just don't get that same look, you know. But again, you have to ask yourself, is it worth the extra money and price? And this is more of the lighting that I like for this. You know, you can kind of see it right here. It looks really good from the side. This is a really cool angle here as well. So, you know, again, this figure looks amazing. One of my most anticipated of the year. You know, this and Bane were arguably my most anticipated Hot Toys figures of the year. Just cannot wait to add these to the collection. And yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? Just looks amazing. So yeah. So we're gonna go full screen. Gotta do a little scene change here to get to our next topic. Gonna check in the chat real quick before we move to our second topic. Darren2501 says, yeah, it's great to see your first in-art. Gandalf blew me away. Sad about Guardians of the Galaxy. They need to have the full team. And that's the thing. I mean, I thought I could do it without Drax. Now, if they announce Drax, then like I'm back in. And I might pick those up from time to time, but I've kind of like shifted over to maybe picking up like the original Guardians of the Galaxy suit stuff, or maybe just holding off to see if they do like a rehash of those characters, because I'd personally like to get the characters from the first Guardians movie. But we'll see, man. We'll see. X-Men Supreme says, hey, we got just about as many likes as we got watchers. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, that's a testament to you guys, man. Thank y'all for doing that. It really does help out the stream. Just having like a like on there, just kind of, I guess it kind of tells YouTube like, hey, this is something that people are enjoying. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It seems like it helps, but I truly appreciate it, man. It at least helps me like see, give me that sense of like, hey, you're enjoying this, man. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up button. But yeah, I do appreciate it, X-Man, and I appreciate you noticing that, man. All right. We are already an hour and 20 minutes in. We talked about one topic. We're going to get to another figure. I really quickly just wanted to talk about this, though, because this I thought was really cool. And one that I wanted to discuss with you guys to see what you thought about this. And I'm going to pull it up here. Again, this is just, we're not going to really talk about the movie. We're mainly going to talk about the figures that could come from this line, and if you're excited. Now I know we haven't seen Hot Toys Hotline tonight, but I know Connor is a big Tron guy. He went back and got the older light cycle, and so we're going to take a look at this figure here. And I'm just pulling up off of Google search here. We're going to take a look at this right here, which is the Tron Aries light cycle. So again, I don't know if any of you guys are into Tron. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not I really liked the Tron movie that came out. I don't even know when it came out at this point. I really liked that one. I didn't really grow up with the original Tron, so I kind of went into that one like that was my first Tron movie. Visually, I just loved it. The visuals, the music, Daft Punk on the soundtrack, like it's just awesome. Tron Aries, if you don't know, I believe this comes out next year. It's going to have, Jeff Bridges is coming back. It's going to have Jared Leto. It's going to have Cameron Monaghan. Really good cast, it looks like. And I just wanted to kind of show this off because this would be cool to get figures from Tron. Any Disney property, I think, would be really cool to get figures out of. So, again, the light cycle is just so sick. They just they just started having that ride, Tron Lightcycle Run or whatever, at Disney World. I think that came out like in April of this year. So Tron is kind of getting back in the swing of things. It's kind of getting back on the... I'm interested to see how well this movie is going to do. I think that its only shot of really being successful is if it's like something visually we haven't really seen before. Just because I think that that's what it would take to really get people excited about the IP. So we'll see what happens, man. But I just think this looks really cool with the red. Again, don't know too much about the movie. I just know that Jared Leto plays like a computer program or something like that called Aries. And that's really all I know about it. And then, like I said, Jeff Bridges is coming back. But I would definitely be interested in some Tron figures personally. I think this would be a super cool one. Again, if you haven't seen the light cycle from the 2000, and thank you, Gio. I see you with the 2010, where that last Tron movie came out. Some really cool figures that Hot Toys did, man. So I definitely think Hot Toys will be doing some Tron figures. Absolutely. It makes total sense. It's a Disney property. It's Hot Toys. Makes sense, man. And it'll be, I'm thinking Disney's hoping it's a big movie for next year, and we'll see how it does box office wise. But yeah. Christian says Tron is fire. Yeah, it's visually just such a awesome looking movie. And like I said, the 2010 version, I actually thought that movie was pretty good, man. I didn't think it was perfect, but it was entertaining. It looked fantastic. The music was great. Soundtrack was great. So, yeah. Collection Obsession says Hot Toys Deluxe Star-Lord Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the best Star-Lord figure, in my opinion. I might agree with this. That figure looks phenomenal. I really do like that one a lot. I think I agree with you on this. I think the best Skull one that just came out is probably the best one. I have the Infinity War one. I got on a really good deal, and that's a great one as well. Christian says Tron ride at Disney is so good. Yeah, I need to ride it. When I was there, it had just came out, Christian. So like I forgot how they even had it to where like you got on the ride, but I just wasn't able to get on it. X-Men says, wow, was it really that long ago? Yeah, man, everything from like 2010 to now just it's so weird when they're like the 20th anniversary of this movie. And it's like, wait, what? So yeah. Darren says, I saw the first Tron in theaters as a kid, love it, but not sure about a light cycle. Yeah, I mean, again, if you've seen the light cycle from the 2010 Hot Toys, it looks really cool. It's like a figure. It's like a figure that goes right on top of it. I think it's Flynn. It's his son. I forget. Gosh, I can't think of the actor's name. Somebody knows the actor's name who's in that. He was also in Friday Night Lights. But anyway, 4 brothers. But yeah, it looks Garrett Hedlund. And so it had him with the helmet on, and he kind of came with the light cycle. Really cool figure, man. So I'm hoping they do something with Tron. I think those would be like really sick figures to have. So yeah, so I wanted to get to that really quickly. Again, we're just going to spend a little bit of time on that one because we're about to get into our next Batman discussion of the night. I know a lot of you are super hyped for this. We're going to clear some space here. Got to close out of some windows to get to our next topic, which I know you got to be excited because I'm excited. And yes, I'm buying time. I'm buying time right now so I can pull up this image. But we are going to be talking about the Dark Knight Returns Hot Toys announcement. That was a true surprise for me anyway. I don't know if it was a surprise for you guys, but it was an absolute surprise for me. A very welcome surprise, a pleasant surprise, and one that I am excited to get into. Forgive me for this, guys. I just have to. I want to just close out of these Joker images, just so that way it's like I can get to these pictures quicker because there's so many tabs open. So just give me 1 second, and I will pull up the yeah. So we're actually going to pull up the Sideshow listing for this. Let's see, where is he at? Here we go. All right, so let's share this tab. All right, let's check in with the chat real quick. We got 28 in the chat. Let's check in with everybody and see what everybody is saying. Prosty saying, hell yeah, so he's excited for Dark Knight Returns. Prosty says, I have a serious problem. As soon as Hot Toys announces a new Batman, I instantly pre-order, although I do believe there's no such thing as too many Batmans. The figure... Just almost kicked that over. I'm sorry about that, guys. Although I do, there's not too many things as too many Batmans. The figure looks fantastic and was definitely a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I mean, if Doc Bat's still in here, I know he collects primarily Batman. I know a lot of people. Batman's just that type of character, man. We're like, yeah, there. You know, it's a character you're gonna have a lot of if you love Batman because there's just so many figures. Again, they get the capes figured out on these figures, man. They're even gonna be next level. But all right, let's take a look. So again, here it is, retailing at $255 on Sideshow, expected to ship October of 2025 to March 2026. So we're already starting to see these newer figures that are getting announced and coming out. We're starting to already see those 2026 release dates, so that's very interesting to me. So again, just wait until we start getting some more announcements. Probably get we might get a few more announcements throughout the year. January and February are usually pretty slow. And then March is going to really probably, like March and April, start ramping up some stuff again. But so again, we'll see what we have left in store for the year. But this was definitely a really cool announcement towards the end of the year here. And October 2025 to March 2026, again, $255. I just want to kind of see if they mention anything. So this is what I thought was really interesting. You know, it says, inspired by Batman's appearance in Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Features a newly developed body with 30 points of articulation that portrays Batman's muscular physique and a masked head with interchangeable lower parts of the face. The collectible... The collectible figure also comes with a specially tailored bat suit with a large bat symbol and an attached wired cape, a utility belt with weathering effects, batarangs, a rifle, and a specially designed figure stand with character nameplate. So I just thought that was really cool that they're a newly developed body for this figure, which I think is awesome. That's like, you know, great news. So let's take a look at this figure here. Let's take a look at this together. And if you're into the comic, if you love, I mean, this is like truly like one of the great comic runs, comic stories not only I think you could potentially say of all time. Like I was gonna say for Batman, but I think it's one of the most iconic like comic stories ever. So again, do yourselves a favor if you haven't read the comics, or maybe you haven't. There's an animated film. It's like a 2-parter that is superb. So definitely check that out, man. But if you're into that, then you're definitely excited about this. This is definitely a figure I am very, very interested in getting. And you can kind of see all the stuff it comes with here. You get this Batman stand. You get these different hands. You get the batarangs, the wired batarang. Cape equipped with bendable wire. You know, get the different face plates here. Again, it just looks super great. And here's the iconic look right here. I mean, just an iconic, if you remember the comic cover, just iconic pose right here. I just love everything about this, man. The color scheme of the suit, the body. Like, this is just such a cool announcement that I think, you know, you got to give it to Hot Toys, man. They're really kind of doing, like, some really cool stuff, whether it be this, the Doctor Doom, the Venom. I really like kind of the route they're taking with this comic line. And I think they're really doing a good job with these announcements. Let's see what the chat has to say about this. Prost says, this figure looks fantastic and it was a pleasant surprise. X-Men Supreme says, Hot Toys keeps making it difficult for me to stop adding to my PO list. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It just never ends. It's absolutely relentless, dude. Absolutely relentless. Prost says, I would love to see a Joker from this line. I 100% think we're getting a Joker from Dark Knight Returns. 100% think we're getting this. If you look, I believe it's McFarlane has a double pack of both of those characters. Now, I'm not to say that just because McFarlane or Hasbro or whoever's doing it means that Hot Toys is going to do it. But again, based on that show, on the cartoon, if you haven't seen the animated film, Michael Emerson does the voice of the Joker in that. And it's just such an iconic voice performance. It's just so great. And again, obviously what's on the written page as well. But I 100% think we're going to get a Joker to pair with this for sure. And I think we're going to get a Robin as well. Now, the Robin is more of a long shot, but I do think I would feel very... I really think we would get that Joker. I really do. I think that would just be money that they're leaving on the table if they don't announce that. X-Men Supreme says, this is required Batman reading. It really is, man. I mean, Batman comics, there's so many great stories, man, but like this is where a lot of inspiration comes from, man, is Dark Knight Returns. I mean, it's just one of those stories, man, that like just one of the true great Batman arcs that you have to, Batman stories you have to read if you're a Batman fan, dude. Prost telling everybody, look at this, chat, a freaking beast. Absolutely, he's a beast, man. And that's what's so cool about that newly articulated body. Looks fantastic. Prost says, sorry, people, I'm a Batman fanatic. Dude, no sorries needed, man. This is awesome. I love to get the hype rolling, man. I love to get the hype. This is awesome, dude. Brad Cormack in the building, everybody. Another legend joining us here. Brad Cormack saying, I need this Batman. Yes, that's what we're talking about right now, Brad. We just got on this topic. Thanks for being here, man. Truly appreciate it and hope you're doing well. Thanks for spending your Friday night here on Casual Friday. I'm going to take a sip of tea. All right. And X-Men Supreme with a great comment here. And if they make Carrie Kelly, then I'll be good with this line. That's all I need, Batman and Robin. I love this comment, dude. And yeah, I agree with this. This would be sick, man. This would be sick. Yeah, dude, this would be sick, man. Imagine if somebody made the Bat Tank never happened. Yeah, I was even thinking like, would they make the mutant leader that he fights in the again? I'm kind of referring to the movies because that's like I've read the comic, but or the graphic novel, and but most recently I've watched that 2-part Dark Knight Returns movie, the animated movie. And so in part 1 is like the fight with the mutant leader. So that would be cool to get that. I don't know if we will. I doubt it, but that would be a cool addition as well. Prost says, I would be surprised if they do a Superman from this line. I would be surprised as well, man, but don't count it out. Like this comic line, they're able to get stuff out at a decent price. Like again, $255 for this, I don't think is too bad. I really don't. Because you're still getting everything you would want out of a Batman figure. And I really kind of like, again, man, it's hard to tell because we'd have to wait to kind of see it in hand to see if it's worth that price point. But I'm okay with that price for this. I mean, this feels like a, it's weird. It's kind of feels like it's a Hano release because it's like based on a comic, but just because it's such an iconic version of the character, it feels like a true Hot Toys release. Kind of like that Doctor Doom. Like that Doctor Doom didn't feel like a Hano release. It felt like a Hot Toys comic release, So this is how this feels to me. So $255, I think, is a good price point for this, considering the prices for a lot of other stuff. So X-Men Supreme says, LOL, Superman with his Ronald Reagan face and Elvis hair. Yeah. Procy says, I'm just glad Hot Toys is finally giving us stuff we really want. Yeah. I mean, they're doing a really good job this year, I think, with giving us a variety of stuff, man. Almost too much stuff. I'm not going to complain, but it's hard to keep up, man. It's hard to keep up. 100% agree with this. 100% agree. This is the most iconic Batman versus Superman moment. They got to make Superman. I agree with this. I really do. The Joker makes the most sense just because it's Joker, but this actually does make the most sense, X-Man. Now that I've read this comment, you're right. Like this is kind of what most of the whole thing is about, really. And it's just such an iconic moment. So I agree, man. I would love to see this. I would love to see that. But yeah, I mean, again, for me, I just think it looks damn good, man. I mean, again, the sculpt, just this body. Again, man, I'm really excited for that Ben Affleck Batman 2.0. So that's one that I'm really excited too. But this one, I just feel like it's such an iconic Batman moment, an iconic Batman, like a part of Batman history. I know that a few people on other streams have talked about this, but like they thought that this would be like the Batman 85th anniversary announcement. So I think that's interesting. I mean, again, I'm not a huge fan of this base at all, to be totally honest with you. Not a fan of it. But, I mean, it's not a make or break thing for me. But the rifle looks really good. The batarangs look great. Just this suit in general just looks really cool, man. And, again, that body, dude, like, that's just the art style on this was so iconic that they've done a great job putting this in figure form, man. So I'm very impressed with the quality of the work on the body proportions, on the sculpt work here as well. Just really cool, man. I mean, just look at this face sculpt, dude. That's just really sick, man. Just a hulking beast, man. Prost is saying, and now imagine him side by side with Batfleck 2.0. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, both of those, and again, that's where a lot of inspiration, I'm sure, from the BVS stuff came from, was Dark Knight Returns. Absolutely. I mean, everybody borrows from Dark Knight Returns because it's just such an iconic story. But yeah, dude, just a beast of a figure, man. One that I mean, look how sick this is, dude. That cape looks really good, which is really cool. I mean, I think the cape looks really good. I think it looks really, again, I don't have enough Batman figures to really comment on the capes too much, but I know a lot of people are disappointed in the capes that come with the Batman figures. So hopefully this one ends up as cool as it looks, because I think that looks great. And just the face sculpt here, I think looks really good. And this is like just a beast Batman, dude. This Batman right here is just so jaded, just an angry Batman, dude, and having this in figure form would be really cool, man. Again, such an iconic version of this character, dude, that at the time we had never seen before. Was such a fresh take at the time. It just looks so sick, man. I mean, look at this, dude. Just a beast. Collection Obsession says, I want you to... I love this quote. I love this quote, man. And we're going to read it together. He says, I want you to remember, Clark, in all your years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you. I don't know if I sounded a damn thing like him, but I love this quote, dude. Great job here, Collection Obsession. I love it, dude. And then X-Men Supreme jumping in as well. I'm going to read it as Batman if that's okay, even though this is kind of similar. In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you. I got to work on that. I feel like I'm close to having that down, but I feel like I'm really far away as well. But out of respect to the iconic voice work, I had to give it a try. This face sculpt is crazy to me, man. I mean, this just looks so like, this is what's so cool about this Batman art style, dude, is like, it's just this totally, like, this is such an iconic, like, look. And I know, X-Men, maybe you commented on another stream I was in, dude, where I was in the chat, and I think I saw you say this, X-Men, correct me if I'm wrong, but Didn't you mention armored Batman? Like maybe we get an armored Batman for this. Maybe that wasn't you, but somebody mentioned that, and I'd be interested to see if we get that. That'd be sick. But yeah, man, the suit looks cool. Looks like it's gonna be great for posability, man. This definitely looks like something you're gonna be able to pose really well. And again, man, just looks absolutely sick. And I'm a newly developed body portrays Batman's muscular physique. Yeah, dude. Right here, masked head with 3 interchangeable lower faces. I think the strongest one is the one to the far right, but the one in the middle is badass too, man. I mean, the one on the left is probably there's something about it that I still like though, man, but I don't know. The one on the far right just screams Batman to me. X-Men says someone mentioned it. I said that I don't need it though. This is the iconic look right here. Might get a horse for him. Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick, man. But yeah, so who was all picking this one up? We got 32 in the chat. We're going to do our first official poll. We're going to do our first official poll for tonight. An actual poll with 32 in the chat. I feel like it's time. I feel like the time is now to finally do our first official poll of the evening. And we're going to say, is this a must-have Batman for your collection? And here we go. The poll is up. 33 in the chat. Please make sure to vote in this poll. I'm actually interested. I know Prosty and X-Man, and we got Clinton coming in. Clinton with a great comment here saying it's pretty amazing how all 3 plates work with the same eyes. Yeah, that's a great comment. That is a great point, dude. That is a great point. Let's actually go back to that. That's something I kind of overlooked, Clinton. Thank you for this comment, man, because you're so right, man. I mean, it definitely does a great job of like completely changing to where almost you have 3 different sculpts and all you're doing is changing out that plate. So that's really really good eye for that. Collection Obsession says, I'm loving that smirk mouth plate. Yeah, dude. I actually do too, man. The more I look at that, that's just so badass to me, man. Clinton says he'll wait for in-art. Very nice. Very nice. So in-art, again, I'm kind of ignorant to this. I guess I didn't know this. In-art is doing the Dark Knight Returns stuff as well? Or are you talking about the Ben Affleck Batman? X-Men with a great comment here. That's one point that separates this from Hano. The Screaming Plate looks good on this figure. The Screaming Plate looks awful on the Hano Wolverine. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I guess the more I'm thinking about it, I guess you're right. I didn't know. I didn't pay attention. Like I probably wouldn't put the Screaming. Yeah, I mean Wolverine. I guess I would want to have that Screaming sculpt on there, man. So that's kind of a bummer to hear that, X-Men, that doesn't look that good. I'd have to look at that figure again to see, but I think I agree with you on this. Oh, Clinton says he's joking. Oh, I got you, Clinton. My bad, dude. I didn't know if they announced it. Like sometimes they announce this stuff at the same time, and I was like, damn, I forgot to mention it. And Clinton just says, I have nothing from InArt and probably never will. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair again, man. With everything Hot Toys is bringing out, man. I mean, damn. I mean, InArt is definitely a whole new thing. I'm getting my first one, so we'll see if I like it. If so, man, I'll definitely probably pick up some more stuff from them. But I'm sure it's great. But again, dude, there's just so much to collect. I kind of feel that way about Mondo. Like I've yet to pick up a Mondo piece, and that Batman Beyond, really want to take a look at that. We'll actually take a quick look at that. I actually do have a video of the Batman Beyond, so we're not going to talk about this too long, but I do have a video up about the Batman Beyond figure. They just did a timed release, limited to 1,000. It's already sold out, but they're going to do a regular version as well. So if you're a fan of Batman Beyond, this is kind of exciting, but again, I know some people have some issues with the Mondo animated figures. X-Men would be a great guy to talk to about that as well, honestly, because he has a lot of the X-Men animated stuff. So X-Men, could you let me know in the comments, dude, if you get a chance, like what your overall thoughts are on those figures? Like I know that you like them, but do you see an issue potentially coming with this Batman Beyond figure, a lot of the Batman animated series? Like, is there some issues that you just can't ignore, and maybe you just get them because you just love X-Men that much, or do you think it's like quality work? And while you're doing that, I'm gonna pull up the Mondo Batman Beyond, because I just think that I love Batman Beyond personally. I love it. I wish they would do a live action movie of Batman Beyond, to be totally honest with you, but we'll see if that ever happens. I think it would be epic if they did. Just love this cartoon, man. Just absolutely love this cartoon. Just seeing every episode of this. Just love it. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to share this tab. And we're going to take a look right here at the Batman Beyond 1/6 scale figure from Mondo. Let's check in with the chat real quick, though. X-Men, referring to the Dark Knight Returns Batman we're just looking at from Hot Toys, says, this figure makes me want to get the 2.0 Batfleck even more. I've been waiting. I've been thinking about it, and this might have pushed me over. Dude, I'm getting that 2.0 Batfleck as well, dude. That's one I didn't think I was going to get, but that thing looks incredible, and that head sculpt, dude, looks super good. And who knows, man? You just never know how many more like Ben Affleck Batmans we're going to get. So, like, I'm super excited for that, man. Clinton says, unless NR got the Star Wars license, then I should be safe. And that's great, Clinton. That's good to stay disciplined like that, dude. Love to hear that, man. Procy says, the angry Wolverine plate is good. The bad one is the very, very angry one exclusive to the brown suit figure. Oh, okay. So that's why I didn't understand, because I don't think I've really looked at that brown suit figure too much. I looked at the Jim Lee suit one a lot more, so I'll definitely look into that. X-Men Supreme says, I think the Mondo figures definitely come with their issues. Sometimes the QC isn't great on the paint apps, but when there is a problem, they take care of you. I will say this. I used to, if you've been in my shows before, you're probably tired of me saying this, but just in case we got some new people in here who don't know this, I used to collect a lot of Mondo prints, like a lot of the original Mondo. Like, they, anytime they did those limited release posters, I used to collect those a lot. And they do have great customer service at Mondo. And so I am rooting for Mondo because I think they're doing some really cool, interesting stuff that other companies aren't doing. They're doing like the Spider-Man animated series, X-Men animated series, Batman animated series, Masters of the Universe stuff. They're doing some really cool horror stuff with like They Live, The Thing, Megan. They're doing this Batman Beyond. They're doing the real Ghostbusters. So again, man, Mondo is really like swinging for the fences with a lot of these. I just hope that they end up being really good. I've heard some mixed things on the paint apps, like X-Men saying right here. But damn, dude, I think I'm going to take the risk on this one. This one just looks great. Again, I actually missed the Time Edition today. I was at work, so I missed the drop on this. So I'll be fine with the regular version. But I just love Batman Beyond. Love Terry McGinnis. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I hope they give us an old man Bruce Wayne from the show as well. That would be so sick with the dogs. That'd be insane. X-Men says, I get people not wanting Mondo figures, but sometimes they put up that one figure that changes your mind. Yeah, I agree with this, man. That's what I'm saying. The IPs they're doing, X-Men, true nostalgia for me, man. Like all these like animated series stuff, dude, are stuff that we grew up on, dude, and like ones that I really want, man. So I will hand it to Mondo. Again, they're at $225 price point. That's the one that's like, sometimes it's like $225 to $250. So for these, I'm just not sure, but this seems like one that I'm definitely picking up. And again, if I'm happy with them, I'll keep getting them, but definitely interested in what they're putting out there. Nick's Collectible says, this looks so good. I have the 90s Spidey and Venom on PO. Can't wait for them. Yeah, Nick, that's the ones I want too, man, because I grew up with, that's what we grew up with, right? Those are the ones we grew up with, man. The animated series, Batman animated series, Spider-Man animated series, X-Men, now Batman Beyond, dude. So just another company coming out with some great stuff, wanting our money, man. So you got to pick and choose, but damn, dude, it's hard to deny the nostalgia that these IPs give me, man. X-Men says, I think the Batman Beyond looks good, but I have such a hard time with Batman Beyond, though. Old Bruce Wayne sets off my existential dread, so I really can't spend a lot of time with that series. I get this, man. The cool thing about it, I guess when I was watching this show, I was probably at the perfect age to watch this show, like the perfect age. As everybody else, like I started off really young watching Batman animated series, loved it. But this was like, I got a little bit older than this came out, and this was just a different take, but it kept the same soul of like, I really liked how Bruce Wayne and Terry McGinnis interacted with each other. It felt like it was a true successor to Bruce Wayne, the character, as opposed to just like, oh, we're going to try to make a whole new Batman and we're going to kind of make it so different that, it is different. It's like futuristic. It's got a lot of different, but it still has that same vibe, even though the tone is different. I just really thought they did a good job with like bringing in a new audience, bringing in a new character, because Terry McGinnis had everything against him. It's like people didn't want to see anybody but Bruce Wayne, and I thought they did like a perfect job of like being respectful to that older Bruce Wayne, and also having Terry McGinnis, which again, Will Friedle voice acting on that, Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne. Again, man, just a really special series, man, that I just loved. I thought they did about as good as you could have done with it. But I understand what you're saying with this comment though. Procy says, I PO'd that Batfleck 2.0 day one with an $8 discount. Hey, man, you can't beat that, dude. That's a great discount there, man. X-Men Supreme says, when the Mondo Rogue started shipping, they caught some issues with the paint from the factory. They emailed everyone and let us know about it, and they were ready to start setting up a replacement pieces. Yeah, that's the thing. Mondo's customer service, from what I've dealt with, has been great. I haven't really had to have too many issues with stuff where I've had to deal with the customer service a lot, but I've heard the same stuff that you're saying, X-Men. I've heard their customer service is really good. Darren2501 says, I've been collecting Displaint movie posters. Nice, dude. Their limiteds are great. The Romulus poster has an amazing metal sheen to it. It looks way better in person than on the website. That's awesome, dude. I love a good poster, man. I got a lot of my posters from I got some ones from like Shout Factory, Scream Factory, like that come with the movies over here. I need to start breaking out some of my Mondo posters. I'm actually going to put a few of my Mondo posters here. That's why this whole wall is open. That's why I actually put my other shelf here, because I actually really I kind of want to break it up with the posters again. So I'm going to maybe my next stream, man, I might have a couple of my Mondo prints up there. If you see some of my older videos before I moved, you'll see like a Lost Boys one and a They Live one, but I have other ones too. But I just had those two, for example, that I had up in some of my older videos that are really cool. Jose G. Hernandez says, I loved Batman Beyond growing up. Yeah, same here, Jose. Loved it, man. Loved it. And we were supposed to get a Batman Beyond movie akin to Into the Spider-Verse. Never materialized, man. We had that great short film that came out during a Batman celebration or something. Definitely check that on YouTube. It was fantastic. But man, I wish we could have got that Batman Beyond movie. Posty Shinobi says, I really like Batman Beyond, but I've never been huge on the character. It's not my Batman. And I get that. And that's what I was saying. I think the show did a great job of kind of like appealing to people still, because again, they knew that they were going to have that uphill battle to climb. So they did a great job of like trying to make it to where like, hey, this isn't Batman. This is like a new take. We're still being respectful of the source material, I thought. X-Men says, I have that Mondo poster that was released with the Cyclops figure. It's pretty dope. Oh, that one's sick too, man. I've seen that one. That one's sick. All right, so let's take a look at these pictures here. Again, Mondo does a great job of the promotional images. I'm just telling you right now, if you haven't seen their promotional images, they do a great job of setting up the scenes with this. Again, we're going to spend a little bit more time on this, but if you want to see my full thoughts on it, I actually have a video on my channel right now discussing this. It's about 10, 11 minute video, so definitely check that out if you want after the stream. But this just looks good, man. Again, I really like the Terry McGinnis sculpt. Again, I probably wouldn't have it like this, but I like having the options. I just think the blacks on this, the color scheme here look great. Like these are really rich, dark, like black paint apps here, and I really like that. Like it doesn't look like it's faded or whatever. It's got that futuristic, slick look, and I think they did a great job with the black and red paint apps here. Really a fan of that. Really love how this has this mask that's an accessory. It comes with like 3 or 4 different head sculpts or face portraits. You can kind of see one right here. Again, these wings look really good. Mileage may vary on this, like with the knee, but you got to have that for the articulation. I mean, I get it. And right here kind of bothers me a little bit, but not too much to where it's like a deal breaker. I know they couldn't go full seamless like is in the show. Just probably absolutely impossible to do that. This is a really cool shot right here. Going after this freeze gun here. This is one of the sculpts here that it comes with, or one of the they call it portraits on their site. You can kind of see these different images. Egg baby, man, if you've watched the show, nice little Easter egg here, pun intended. Again, really cool effects here. Just a really cool, this is my favorite picture right here. Just a cool announcement. I just think that, again, Mondo doing some really cool stuff, some really cool announcements. I'm definitely interested in what they have to offer. I definitely want to pick up one of these pieces. I'm still waiting on my McCready that I've had pre-ordered. That'll be my first Mondo 6 scale figure. I'm still waiting for that McCready, man. So hopefully I get that McCready in soon so I can talk about it. I've seen the reviews on it. it's not perfect, but I'm still excited because that's McCready, man. It's the thing, But yeah, dude, this looks really cool. And that was the teaser image right there. Kind of see some of the more images here that they got. Yeah. So again, man, if you're a big fan of Batman Beyond, this is cool to you. If not, maybe not so much. But let's check in with the chat here. X-Men Supreme says, now that I think about it, seeing Old Man Keaton didn't give me the same ick that Batman Beyond gave me. Yeah, and this is what would have been cool if they would have used Keaton in that role. If they were going to bring him back, I would have liked to have seen him. I mean, I know they were trying to do like Flashpoint and all that stuff, but I would have liked to have seen him. This would have been a cool way to bring Keaton into the fold, but I'm okay with them not doing it. I mean, again, we'll see if they ever do a live action. They probably won't. But it would have been cool to see an animated. I mean, they did some animated movies of this. Like, I think they did 1 or 2 animated movies of this. But yeah, I mean, I'm just a big fan of it. So, and I can separate it from like the Batman animated series, which is just goated in terms of, Batman animation, Mask of Phantasm, all that stuff. And we can go on and on about how good the animated Batman stuff is. And I just think Beyond has like a nice special place in that canon, of stuff, and just a fan of it. Definitely something I'm really contemplating picking up. Procy says, I'm just hoping for Hano to compete that X-Men line, at least the main team. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. But yes, so let's check out, again, we're on this, but let's check out the poll here. If you haven't voted in the poll, definitely do that. We're about to end the poll. We have 12 votes, 28 in the chat. I'll give that a few more minutes. Is this a must-have Batman for your collection? We'll end it because we've already moved over to another Batman. So this is for the Dark Knight Rises Batman. Going to end the poll right here with 12 votes. 58% said, oh, hell yeah. And then 41% says it's great, but not for me. Very, very cool. That's about what I figured it would be, around like 60-40, 50-50. Just because sometimes we could say like, hey, man, this looks amazing, but, I got 500 figures on PO, so I got to pass on this one. So yeah, really cool. Again, Egg Baby again, man. Just a great Easter egg right there. And this, yeah, dude. I just love Batman Beyond, bro. It's just great. It's great. Had one of the best intros of any cartoon, man. That intro for Batman Beyond goes hard, man. Sick. All right, so yeah, there's that. So we're gonna go back full screen here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. We got a few other things to talk about, but I'll just check in with the chat. We got Procy, X-Men are still. Thank you guys. I know everybody. We got a lot of people. 31 still in the chat, but thank you guys for staying active in the chat, commenting. Let me pull up our next topic. This might be our last topic of the night. Actually, we might do 2 quick topics. Our last one of our main, this could be the last topic of the night, so we're just going to get to this one really quickly because I just wanted to show this off real quick. And it is real quickly though. X-Men Supreme says it was cool when time was going nuts in Justice League and they showed young Bruce meeting old Bruce. That was fun. Yeah. And Procy says Batman Beyond Return of the Joker is a great movie. Yeah, I mean, they had some really good stuff going right there. So I agree. All right, so let me close out of a few. I could tell just by looking at me like I'm kind of stalling out a little bit, so I got to close out of some apps here, just to make sure we don't lag at all. All right, so here's what we're going to look at real quick. Again, we're going to stay on this not too long, but I wanted to go over this. And it is a new Star Wars trilogy is coming, and it could be episodes 10, 11, and 12. And this is from Gizmodo. A lot of people are running with this story, but we're pulling this from Gizmodo again. A lot of pop-ups going on here. But Simon Kinberg has reportedly been tapped to write a new chapter of Star Wars. Again, if you want to go look at what Simon Kinberg has wrote, it kind of, hasn't been the greatest stuff, to be totally honest. One that could potentially carry on the Skywalker saga or begin a new one entirely. So we're just kind of going over this right here. It says Deadline reports, producer of many of the X-Men films, as well in a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars Rebels, alongside Carrie Beck and Dave Filoni, has been tapped to write the new trilogy. So his work in Rebels gives me hope. His work with some of the X-Men stuff, again, it's been hit or miss. I mean, some of the stuff like the Fantastic Four movies, it's going to kind of give, still produced by Kathleen Kennedy. So again, if you're not into Disney Star Wars, this is not going to excite you in the slightest. None of this news will excite you at all. I'm very interested to see if this is 10th, 11th, or 12th. I'm very interested to see, what their thought process is on, again, I personally am one of the few people, I think, that like when we're talking about this, like I actually like Rey as a character. I really liked Kylo and Rey as characters. I loved Force Awakens. The other two, not so much. But so again, there's hope that Disney can make some good Star Wars stuff. But yeah, man, I just don't know, man. And that just gets me to my next point of like, if we do get another, let's share this because I got to close out of this site, man, because this site is just like slowing everything down. Let's see. Can I share this? See if I can share this. All right. So the reason I'm pulling up Rey is because, the sequel figures did not do too well with Hot Toys. So we got this. We got a new movie to there could be a trilogy that, everything's saying it could be about Rey. It could be about this. I believe one of the directors that they have in talks to doing it just did this movie with Daisy Ridley. It's like a Disney movie where she's like doing the swimming across like this big body of water, all this stuff. Anyway, long story short, look, if you didn't like the Disney, none of this stuff out of Disney Star Wars is going to excite you news-wise, unless it's like bringing back some like other characters from like the original trilogy or like the prequel trilogy. So again, man, your mileage is going to vary if you like the Disney Star Wars stuff or not. Again, I'll say it again. I really liked Force Awakens. If they could make something that's like something like that, it's worth going to see in theaters. But yeah, who's attached to it so far, man? We'll see what happens. But I am interested to see if we're ever going to get another Rey or another Kylo figure. Those are the two characters that I would see us getting another figure of from Hot Toys. I've been saying for a while, like I could definitely see us getting an Artisan Kylo eventually. Rey, especially if they're making another trilogy with Rey as the central character, we're definitely going to be getting other Rey figures. And I've been wanting to pick up a Rey to go with the Kylo I have, so we'll see about that. But let's check in with the comments. X-Men, and this is when he was talking about when we were talking about the new Star Wars trilogy that's been announced. Not a fan. I hear you, X-Man. Christian says, I hope it's not like the last three movies. I hear you. Malgus Rimper said this is like the fourth writer, right? Yeah, dude, they have gone through so many different writers with this movie, and it hasn't been looking good, man. I truly don't know if Disney knows where they're going with Star Wars at all. I really don't. I think the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, we'll see, man, because a lot of people didn't love season 3 of Mandalorian. So we'll see how it goes with what they have in store, man. But I really think they got to do something great with the next trilogy of movies, or at least the next live action movie, man. We'll see. X-Men Supreme says, I don't want to watch this, and I'll watch anything just about. I hear you, man. I hear you. That's what I'm saying. They got to get, they have a lot of work to do with getting people back excited about Star Wars live action again, man. Movies. Prost says, I'll only believe this when the trailer for the first movie releases. Since 2019, Lucasfilm has announced a dozen Star Wars movies that most have been canceled. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. This supposed Rey trilogy has been rumored for a long time, man, and it still seems like they're going to do something with the character. I don't know if she's going to be the central point of it or not, but it seems like they're wanting to move forward with the character, so we'll see what happens. Clinton says Kylo was too whiny for me. Yeah, I mean, especially in Last Jedi, I think they, again, I go on and on about, that movie, just anyway. Yeah, that's another discussion for another day. I know we're talking about Star Wars, but it's like I just don't have the strength or the energy to just go off on that movie. X-Men Supreme says Force Awakens was good. They were going somewhere and then the wheels fell off. This is exactly how I feel. I really feel like there was at least some semblance of a story, an actual trilogy that was going to be told. And I felt like Last Jedi purposely just kind of torpedoed that just for whatever reason. And it just never recovered. And again, I know that Force Awakens was like kind of a rehash of A New Hope in ways that kind of took a lot from that. But at the same time, I still think for the most part, man, when Force Awakens came out, a lot, like most people were happy with it. I think now, like hindsight being 2020, just the overall feel of the trilogy, like I still think people would say that Force Awakens was good. Like I think that's, at least decent, Prost says, Justin, my man, I like Rey too. She was not the problem. The writing of the story was Daisy is a great actress and she did the best she could. I love Kylo too. Yeah, and this is kind of, I agree with you, Prosty. This is what X-Men says. And they made him way too whiny in the second one. I didn't mind it in the first one because he was really kind of coming across like he just was trying so hard to be something he maybe wasn't supposed to be. And again, I think we got robbed of just an absolute, like, I truly feel Kylo could have been one of the great Star Wars characters. I still, for me personally, he is. I just thought Adam Driver absolutely crushed it. And it's like what could have been, man. What could have been. I just think that could have been just such a great arc. And yeah, I'm with you. I think Daisy Ridley crushed it. And I think Adam Driver crushed it. They were not the problem whatsoever. They were not. The cast in general wasn't the problem, to be totally honest with you. It definitely was the writing and the direction, in my opinion. Excellent Supreme says Daisy did great, but they wrote the character like shit, so the character was kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, there's only so much you can do. And I mean, she really, from what I hear from like behind the scenes and from just seeing stuff about the movie, she really cares about the character. Like she really does. Like she cares about the character. She loves Star Wars. And it just seems like she really, and when I've seen Adam Driver say it, he doesn't come out and say it because I don't think he wants to rip on people he worked with, and be like, yeah, that was an awful experience. But, Oscar Isaac, did not have a good time doing these Star Wars movies from some of the stuff I heard. We already saw a lot of people disappointed that were in the cast, whether it be Mark Hamill, whoever, really upset that the three original characters weren't together on screen at all. But like I said, I mean, this is a great comment because, again, man, there's only so much you can do if the writing's not there. Darren says, love my Force Awakens Daisy and Rebel outfit, pose a Luke at the end of the island. See, that's what I want, Darren, but I'm going to pick up a Rey. I'm really hoping they do another, either a 2.0 or again, as of right now, there are probably no plans to do it. But if they are going to do another trilogy, I could see them, obviously make another Rey figure. I would love to see an artist in Kylo. That would be an easy pickup for me. Love Kylo as a character. Love both Kylo and Rey. But I'm definitely going to be picking up a Rey figure before too long. It's just right now, I just don't know which one to get, man. Just don't know which one to get. Malga says they're going straight to the bank. Yeah, yeah. X-Men says they need to can a Rey trilogy and figure out Blade. Yeah, I mean, I will say that I do think for their bottom line and for the legacy of Star Wars, they really should probably figure that out first. That's probably where their priority is. But yeah, I hear you, X-Men. I mean, Blade's had the same issues, man. Just writer after writer, director after director, people, the stars, going back and forth on if they're going to be in it. Now it's just looks like that project's completely stalled out, man. It's a bummer. Christian says Kylo was the only thing I liked about those movies. If you want to see what the potential was, if you just watch some part, Force Awakens, you watch the throne room scene in Last Jedi, just watch the throne room scene, and then watch the opening 10 minutes of Rise of Skywalker, the lightsaber battle between him and Rey, and the whole scene with him and Han Solo, where he's seeing they kind of make amends in Rise of Skywalker. I just think that there was so much potential there, man. And I just feel like there were so many great moments with Kylo. I just feel like they truly just could have had just such a great, the son of Han Solo, man. Jedi, succumbing to the dark side, maybe becoming, then becoming Ben Solo. man, I don't know, man. It's one that we'll never know because it's just like whatever. But just Adam Driver just did as much as he could. I mean, he really did, dude. I still think he gave us like a great Star Wars performance and character, but it could have been so much more. That's for sure. Prost says, this is why I want the Rey movie, because I need justice for the character, but if the writing isn't good, it's going to be pointless. Yeah, I mean, Rey, like I said, Rey could be a very interesting character. It's just I just felt like they didn't, there was so much going on. Like I said, Last Jedi just really kind of, for me, I just love the whole thing of the first movie, where they left that movie hanging at the first one on Force Awakens, and then just instantly at the beginning of Last Jedi. Again, man, if you go watch the Rise of Skywalker, the first like 10 minutes of that with Kylo, dude, I mean, could you imagine if we would have had that type of tone throughout and just really focused on those characters? I don't know. Procy says, I agree, The Force Awakens was good. Malga says we need more Knights of Ren. Absolutely. X-Men says we need the Old Republic. Do Malachor. If I pronounce that wrong, I apologize, X-Men. It's late, bro. I think I said it right. I'm not very well versed in the Old Republic, X-Men, if I'm being totally transparent. I'm not super well versed with this, so I apologize. Christian says Finn could have been the main Jedi. That's the thing, dude. Finn was great, and then it's like once they did, they didn't know what to do with him. They didn't do anything cool with him after the first movie. I thought he did it. I mean, there's, he was doing a lot like screaming after Rey and stuff, but I mean, that would have been an amazing character, dude, if they would have known what to do with him. Because how cool was it? He used to be a stormtrooper, like finding himself, like going against like his programming, so to speak. I mean, it was just could have been a cool arc, man. There was some really cool ideas with it, but it just didn't all come together, man. Excellent says, do the Mandalorian word. That would have been really cool. Christian says, I think Rey would have been better if she went dark side. That's the thing. The original thing was supposed to be Kylo was supposed to get stronger as the movie went on, kind of like a reverse Vader, like where he starts off kind of unsure of his powers and he gets stronger. So I don't know what happened there, but again, I really like if you take certain parts of it, like when he becomes Ben Solo and he's like, even in that last battle where he's he almost looks like his dad, like the way he moves around and his mannerisms and stuff. I don't know, man. We could go on and on about it, but Wait, Timothy says Kylo lost every fight he was in. Love Adam Driver. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say go look at Rise of Skywalker, first 10 minutes of Rise of Skywalker. And could you imagine if we could have got like that version of the character the entire time? X-Men wants to see the rise of Revan. Absolutely, man. I'm not well. I need to get way versed in Revan because I keep hearing great things. So I got to get way more versed in this character. Clint Martin with a great thing here. Just go pull from Legends. So much great stuff. So too much. Yeah, I hear you, Clinton. Wayne Timothy says, but he meant with yeah. No, I know what you meant. Yeah, I totally agree with this. I know what you meant, Wayne. Darren says, yeah, Kylo all the way. I have a replica of his crossguard lightsaber. Yeah, dude. I love the character. Love the character of Kylo. Yeah, this has always bugged me too. The fact that Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, R2, and C-3PO were never in the same scene in the room together still blows my mind. It's just crazy. Just crazy. X-Men says, yeah, but Rey had absolutely no business being that good that quick with the Force. Agreed. I agree with this. Absolutely agree. They could have, even though Kylo was still a little hurt, like I know some people have said, like, and I've even said this, like it's kind of like he was kind of like, not really trying to, but still, dude. Yeah, I agree. It kind of happened way too fast. Darren says Finn, so much potential they did him dirty. Yeah. Then they were like, oh, she's Palpatine. Great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just had so much stuff that like. I really believe that J.J. Abrams had a trilogy in mind. For whatever reason, they wanted to give 3 different directors the 3 different movies. But then Colin Trevorrow, who did the Jurassic World movie, was supposed to do the final Rise of Skywalker. Something happened. He probably saw the writing on the wall with Last Jedi and said, yeah, I'm out. Maybe. I don't know. But Rian Johnson, you know, whether you like him or not, you know, I personally hated what he did with Last Jedi. Again, aside from the throne room scene, which I still think's like an amazing scene in Star Wars, but aside from that, I hated what he did. That's just my personal opinion. And I feel like he messed up so much stuff that Abrams had set up, and he did it almost on purpose as like wanted to subvert expectations so bad and almost wanted to like kind of have a laugh kind of thing. It didn't feel like a genuine, like, I want to take this story in a different direction. It felt kind of like, it almost felt like in a weird way they're kind of making fun of Star Wars in a way to me. You know, it's like they were just kind of like, yeah, we'll just do whatever we want. Yeah, we'll make Luke like just throw the lightsaber over his head, and we'll have him drink blue milk, and we'll have him do this, and we'll have him just be by himself. You know, again, man, if it would have been a good movie, we wouldn't have looked at all this stuff and had problems with it. But when it's not a good movie, now you start finding every little thing. So I truly think if they would have just had one vision throughout the whole trilogy, we might have got something good. But we'll never know, man. We'll never know. Yeah, it really is. That's what I'm saying. You know, one day we'll do, and I apologize, I just talked really close to the mic, so I hope I didn't hurt anybody's ears with that. But this topic's totally a live stream on its own. That's what I'm saying. One time we'll do like a whole Star Wars show, and we'll really get to this. And when they actually announce this, we'll have a bigger show on it. I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit and see how it was. Clinton says, I love how these streams go, spontaneous and so passionate. I appreciate that, Clinton. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. That's how, you know, sometimes I try to stick to topics, man, but like the way I am, like just in general, like if we were just, you know, hanging out, talking, this would be how I feel like we'd be hanging out and talking. Like we'd just be talking about all kinds of different topics. And so I love when the streams go off on different ways, man. I appreciate you guys being here talking with me about it, man. Valkyrie says, I agree with you, Justin, about the whole series. I appreciate that, Valkyrie. Yeah, man. Like I said, I don't want to say like I'm a defender of the sequel trilogy, because the sequel trilogy has a ton of issues. I am a defender of the characters. I do defend Force Awakens, and I defend a few scenes from each movie. Rise of Skywalker to me works a lot better than Last Jedi, like after I've rewatched them. But there's still just way too much going on. But for me, it's I really try to defend the characters, and I really think that they casted the movie really well. I think that like Daisy Ridley as Rey, Adam Driver as Kylo. I think they knocked out of the park with those two castings. I mean, even Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, again, casting wise, they did great. He had a lot of promise, and then absolutely had nothing to do the next two movies. Yeah, dude. John Boyega, I thought was a great casting for Finn. Genevieve Christie, I believe that's her last name. Captain Phasma. Again, just so many great casting choices. And we never got, we'll just go full screen. I mean, shit, we're just talking so much. We'll just go full screen. We just never got where I thought it could have went, man. And I did enjoy the hype of getting hyped for Force Awakens, man. And like I said, I really liked Force Awakens. I'm going to go ahead and say I loved Force Awakens. I really did. So I'm very disappointed. Like, if people didn't like Force Awakens, it didn't hurt as bad, I don't guess, maybe for the next two movies. But like when I went and saw Last Jedi, I just couldn't believe like what was happening. I was just like, what the hell? Why? I just couldn't understand some of the choices, and I tried to go with it because I was like, okay, like, let's just give it a chance, and then I've tried to rewatch it. I just can't, man. It's just not. And again, I just think Adam Driver is like one of the best actors working today. I think Oscar Isaac is one of the best actors working today. And I feel like there's just so much potential there that I think that's what bothers me. It's kind of like, again, and I know that we have disagreements about this, but it's like last season of Game of Thrones. Like, there's so much potential for something to be great. So when it's not great, and not only is it not great, but it's just not even good, it's very frustrating. And I'm sure that the actors working on it, if they didn't have to worry about, because they don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, it's the fault. Because again, nobody really, again, I don't know. I don't want to speak for anybody, but like, I doubt they wanted to sign on to these movies to make bad movies. but they're probably bummed out as well. I mean, I would almost guarantee Adam Driver is pretty bummed out about how things turned out with his character. When he got the script for Last Jedi, I'm sure he was very bummed out about it. Again, I can't speak for him. I'm just guessing. Daisy Ridley, you know, even though they tried to give her a character all this stuff to do, again, man, we could go on and on. Like Prosty said, this could be a whole show. This could be a whole show by itself. And maybe it will be one day. Maybe it will be one day. Last Jedi was the first. Prosty says, Last Jedi was the first time I came out from a movie with my mind destroyed. I couldn't believe what I just saw. Total disappointment. Yeah, it was one of those weird instances where like you kept thinking that like something was going to happen to like make it better, or it was all going to make sense. And then by the end of it, you were just like, yeah. Wayne says, I blame the sequel trilogy on J.J. Abrams. The guy has no ideas. I mean, come on, he's given the chance to work with the greatest IP ever, and he gives us another Death Star and brings back the Emperor. I'm only going to defend J.J. Abrams for this sense is I think what he was trying to do, because I have watched a lot of J.J. Abrams stuff, like his work on TV, his work in the Mission Impossible series, his work with all kinds of stuff. So, and even with like Star Trek, like the 2009 Star Trek. For me, Wayne, the only reason I'm kind of defending him on this is I think he was trying to bridge the gap of like original trilogy and this new trilogy. He was really trying to like bridge that gap of like, I think that was intentional personally. Now I'm not arguing that he doesn't have ideas or whatever like that. I'm not like, you know, I'm not sure about that either, but I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I do think that was intentional. I think he did have really cool plans for at least the character of Kylo and Rey. Again, just based on like, you know, Adam Driver, the interviews I've seen, you know, recently when he was promoting some of these movies he had coming out this year. It seems like they had a clear vision of what they wanted to do with the character. And they said pretty much without saying that, like when Last Jedi came out, that all changed. So I think that was the big issue is like, at least if Abrams would have got the whole trilogy and it sucked, we could easily be like, yeah, that's on Abrams, whatever. But like when you have one person doing the first movie, then you got somebody else coming to doing the second movie and does a complete 180 and pretty much takes all the stuff that was good about the first movie and flips it on its head. And then you bring back J.J. Abrams for the third movie, who's spending the first half of the movie just trying to tie up the stuff that he hated that Rian Johnson did in the second movie. It was just all over the place, man. It was just didn't work. Jose Jr. Nandez says, I love Daisy as Rey, great casting overall. I agree. That's why I kind of hate that they keep advertising like it's going to be a Rey trilogy, because I feel like that's like making people think like inevitably people are like, I don't want a Rey trilogy. I think people are okay with Rey the character. I just think they want to see like something new and something fresh, and they want to see that like it's at this point where people have to see it to believe it. Like they're not going to get hyped as much as they would if they knew it was going to be badass coming out. So I think they got to earn that trust back. We'll see what happens. Process says, yeah, it's the same for me, Justin. Overall, I just like many of the characters and the potential. Lack of vision destroyed the potential. Yeah, for sure. Mark P in the building. What is up, Mark P? He says, yo, great to catch this. Mark P, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for catching it. We're going on 2 hours and 20 minutes here. This is pretty much our last topic of the night, unless you guys want to talk about something else. But we're in the casual, chill part of the stream, man. We're just chatting in the chat, so I appreciate it. Mark P, thanks for being here, dude. Valkyrie says Rian Johnson did a service to Star Wars. I did not like The Last Jedi. And see, Rian Johnson is a really like he does some really interesting work, like his work on like television with Breaking Bad, his work with like the Knives Out movies and stuff. Like, he's a talented dude, but I felt like he tried to get too. I felt like he made it about him with the decisions he made in Last Jedi. It was more about, hey, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna get this cheap laugh at the beginning of like, hey, this very important moment. I'm just gonna have him throw it over his shoulder to show the audience, like, hey, man, this is a Rian Johnson Star Wars movie. That's how I took it, you know? And again, some people might have liked that direction. I know some people really like The Last Jedi. So again, you know, it's just preference, but I love the way Force Awakens ended. And so as soon as that scene happened, I just knew right then, I was like, ah, shit, we're in trouble. I could just feel it. It's like the Force, man. It's like you just felt it, like you just knew. But I will just tell you, even though I didn't care for the last two movies in the trilogy, aside from a few scenes, I really liked the characters. I really liked Rey. I would be very excited for a new trilogy of movies, but the right stuff would have to be in place, and hopefully, again, it's one of those things where I'd still be hyped, but hopefully it'd be good. Yeah, and X-Men has so much wasted potential. Yeah, agree. Jose Jr. says it's Gwendoline Christie. Yeah, my bad. I must have misspoke on this. Mark P says best scene Force Awakens where Rey grabs the lightsaber in the Force. Yeah, I love that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. The stuff I really love about that's a great scene. I just thought there was a lot of good scenes in that movie. I thought there was a few parts that didn't work, but for the most part, I really liked what was going on. But yeah, that was a cool scene. Again, I just wish they could have continued the story. I wish they could have gave Finn more stuff to do, man, because Finn killed it in the first one. He was great. Poe Dameron, man, was great. X-Men says they should have sent Finn with Rey to find Luke, and the second movie should have been a time jump to later during the Jedi training with Luke. They could have brought Luke back. Yeah, I felt like they completely... It didn't, Yeah, I'd go on and on about it. But this would have been cool. Bro says, I can only blame him for the Rise of Skywalker. He just focused on stepping on what Rian Johnson did in the previous one. Yeah, and I mean, I kind of get that, dude, because think about it. Like, you finally get to work on Star Wars. You set up all these different things for the first movie. And again, whether you like J.J. Abrams or not, he does, for the most part, will at least pay off the stuff he sets up, like in the work he's done on television and movies. So you get that all set up. And then the second movie, you have no control over it. Again, I don't even know this. This is just my speculation. Like, maybe he was involved as a producer, but I would just have to guess that he was not a fan of what Rian Johnson did. Rian Johnson kind of, in my opinion, like did stuff completely in the opposite way just to be different, just to basically say like, yeah, it's Rian Johnson's Star Wars movie. It's something different. And so I can kind of get why he would want to go back and try to like right the ship a little bit. But yeah, I agree. He spent too much time like trying to fix it. That's why we got such a combobulated last entry. Prosty said, I think there's a bit of confusion. They said there's going to be a new Rey movie. This new announced trilogy is something different on its own, unless they decide to follow her in this new trilogy. Everything I've read is they're really trying. They're bringing back the character in some capacity. They're speculating that the new trilogy could be episodes 10, 11, and 12. But yeah, until we get a final word on this, I do feel strongly that you're going to see Rey again in some capacity. Like, it might be a standalone movie, it might be a new trilogy. But we're going to see plenty more of Rey, and I think they're really trying to like go forward with this because they're starting to look at like, hey, we need to start like at least getting a new Star Wars movie like in the process of being made, because I mean that's Disney's going to get as much out of Star Wars that they possibly can. We know that. Clinton Martin said they built up Snoke and the payoff was and I love the throne room scene because that was truly like a cool moment for Kylo. But yeah, it kind of left you with like, oh shit, like what now? What now for Snoke? So yeah. Yeah, in some degree, this is true. Everything since the last movie has been trying to fix the sequels. Yeah, it's. I think they just need to accept what it was, and just really focus on making one good movie. Do not focus on making a trilogy of good movies. Focus on making one good movie first. I mean, sometimes it is great to have the whole trilogy mapped out and you can really kind of dig deep in there, but like just worry about making one good movie. Let's make episode 10 a good Star Wars movie. Let's try our best to appeal to what everybody loved about each part. Like, there's a lot of people who love sequel trilogy. There's a lot of people who love the OT, a lot of people who love the prequels. So find a way to like find out what that common thread is, and let's at least try to get episode 10 looking good. And then once we get episode 10 looking good, now we can flesh out the rest of the trilogy. Or maybe we use 10 as a springboard to, the trilogy fascination. I get it because each one's had a trilogy, but I just think they need to really just focus on making a really good number 10 and then building off of that, X-Men just wants to get rid of the timeline. X-Men loves Deadpool Wolverine. He likes what they did there. He wants to get rid of timelines. I hear you, X-Men. Process is the fact is that the main problem with the trilogy was not having a single creative mind behind the whole trilogy. This is why the trilogy ended up being a collection of experiments and ideas. That's a great point. Yeah, this is very well said. Yeah, I think there was just too much going on. I think everybody tried to fit in what everybody wanted it to be, and that's why it became like this kind of combobulated mess. Malgus wants to Sith back without the rule of two. Yeah, I mean, they could look, man, even if it's canon, they could still like do whatever. I mean, they could really do whatever the hell they want. I think if they make a great movie, people are going to be happy. Excellent. So I think the rule of two is fine because they ended up making that a part of Revan's legacy, but they should go back to an earlier time where it was just Sith everywhere. That'd be cool. Clinton says, Bad Batch, Mando, all explaining the cloning process and the Empire secretly cloning, so when somehow Palpatine returned isn't so confusing. Yeah, dude, I don't know what they were thinking with that line, man. That's taking on a life of its own, though, man. I feel bad for Oscar Isaac because, dude, Oscar Isaac, like, I mean, damn, dude, how do you waste that performance? Like, you get like an incredible actor to play Poe Dameron, and you just completely like, you just don't give him anything to do, man. It's wild. John Boyega is Finn, like man. Just, again, we've said it all night, man. Just so much potential, man. Just so much potential, dude. Christian says there was a rumor they were going to get rid of the sequel timeline. I would go nuts if somehow, some way, they like retconned everything after Force Awakens. We're never going to get Kylo again. I just know we won't. Like, not in live action, like from Adam Driver. But I would have loved to have seen like a true like trilogy where like Rey and Kylo like had that journey without it having all this other stuff. Like, it would have been really cool. I think they got a lot of it right, but the stuff they got wrong, they really got wrong. Yeah, I did too. He was great, man. Oscar Isaac's great, dude. That's what I'm saying. They casted the shit out of it. Like, the casting was not the problem whatsoever. Actually, it says Palpatine cloning themselves makes so much sense, but the way they did it, all of it, either do it right or just don't. That's the thing. It's like it was a bunch of half ideas that they just didn't have time to tell all of it. They tried to just satisfy too many story threads, and they really just should have focused on that. I mean, that's what the OT really did well. Like, yes, there was Han, there was Leia, there was all these other characters, but like at the core of it, it's like Luke. It's like, you know, Luke is that driving force of that trilogy. You know what I mean? And so, you know, even the prequel trilogies, I mean, Obi-Wan and Anakin, those are the driving forces of that whole trilogy. Like, we kind of know, you know, prequels are different because we kind of know where it's going. But yeah, man, I just think there's just too much going on. But yeah, dude, we'll have another discussion about the Star Wars, man, because I could really dedicate an entire episode to it. So that's giving me some ideas. I'll definitely go to the drawing board. We will definitely be talking some more Star Wars. Because it gets a lot of good passionate conversation, man. I like hearing from everybody. Let's see what Prosty says here real quick, though. Erasing a trilogy from something as big as Star Wars is really hard. It would never truly go away. I just believe they need to move on beyond the Skywalker saga, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool if they keep it. Again, there's ways to maybe do it to make it more interesting. If they made... it's just tough, man. They kind of wrote themselves in a corner with how Rise of Skywalker ended. So that's the problem. When you kill off all these characters, you kind of just write yourself into a corner where you can't do anything about it, you know? But I mean, damn, hey, somehow Palpatine returned. What if somehow Ben Solo returned, bro? You tell me right now that y'all wouldn't watch the shit out of a Kylo Ren standalone film? I would. Adam Driver headlining it? I would. So again, man, just get back to that simplicity, man. Get back to that simplicity. Go back to the original Star Wars and just see the simplicity of that script. And just, you don't got to overthink this stuff, man. I mean, if you go look back at the original Star Wars and you see how simple the setup for that movie is, the journey, the hero's journey of that movie gives you everything you need. And then they build off of it with Empire. Then they build off of that with Return. I mean, again, man, you don't have to have it all mapped out, but you at least need to know kind of where you're going, you know? We always knew that it was going to be Luke becoming possibly the chosen one to the head-to-head with by the end of New Hope, we kind of knew that it was inevitable that he, again, there was some twists and stuff, but we kind of knew at the core of it that was the story. It was father and son. It was father and son, mentor. That was a running theme throughout the entire OT. And that's what I think Abrams got going in this sequel trilogies. He tried to have father and sons. Like, he tried to have that back with Kylo, Ben Solo, and Han Solo. And I think that they were getting somewhere with that. I think that could have been a very interesting way to take the character after he had killed Han. But when it never led to anything of value, or it never really changed the character's trajectory, it's bizarre, man. It's bizarre. And that's how you know that there was just too many people, like, with too many opinions, too many things going on, because you just never got that cohesiveness. You go watch the OT, there's at least, even though there's some bizarre shit in the OT, like, not everything in the OT works, but at least there's like this cohesive story thread throughout, Prosty says, totally agree. Amazing stream, Justin. Thanks so much, Prosty. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being so active in the chat all night, dude. You've been awesome, dude. I really appreciate you being here, man. Really do. Christian says they can do it with the world between worlds super easy. That's a good point. Christian says problem solved. There you go, man. There you go. Christian's already got ideas for the next 3 trilogies. All right. 26 left in the chat, guys. We're 2.5 hours in. I think we're going to wrap up here. If there's anything that I missed, I think we went over all the big topics of the week. If there's anything I missed, let me know. If there's something big I missed that we need to spend more than like 10, 15 minutes on, I will definitely get to that in the next episode. But yeah, dude, what a great stream tonight, man. And it's 100% because of you guys in the chat. Again, everybody's been great in the chat tonight, but Prosty, X-Man, Christian, Clinton, Malgus for Emperor, Mart P, Jose G. Hernandez, Valkyrie, Wayne Timothy. Like, you guys here in the last stretch, man, have really just been super active. Darren 2501's been active, man. So, like, all you guys that I saw early on in the stream still here. And again, I know there's some people that are still in the stream that just haven't been commenting. I just meant I appreciate you guys giving us stuff to talk about by consistently bringing it in the chat, man, every week. And truly, man, every single person tonight that, we got some great super chats tonight from a lot of great people, which I am truly grateful for. Again, you guys just being here is enough, man. Truly, you guys being here is enough. I almost look at this as like a team effort, man. We're on this stream together. Like, we're working as a team, dude, to try to bring the best stream possible, because when the chat's on fire, that just gets me going, man. That just gets me going, and we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So again, not to be obnoxious about being like, hey, it's all, I don't want to be obnoxious, but truly, man, thank you guys for all the support, for being in the streams. I mean, damn, dude, we had 30. I mean, I just want to point this out. We had 20 immediately in the chat. That's the most I think I've had, like, to start a chat since I've started these streams. We had consistently like 25 to 35 throughout the night. So that means that, people are tuning in. People are at least enjoying it enough to stick around, chat. And I think they see a lot of you guys in the chat commenting, and they're like, damn, dude, these look like some cool people to talk to. I always appreciate how cool y'all keep it in the chat, dude, how respectful y'all keep it. We can disagree, whether it be about the 0 bar X-Man, whether it be about the sequel trilogy, but we disagree and we have a fun time doing it, and we still chat, dude. It's like hanging out and just chatting with your buddies, man. So again, truly appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. We're going to check in with the chat one more time before signing off. Prosty says, nice chatting with everyone. All of you had great points, and most importantly, respect rises above all. Absolutely, man. This is what's so cool about our streams here, man, is like, there's a ton of disagreements, but like, it's always like, we're always trying to understand, like, it's never trying to win the argument. It's like trying to figure out where each of us are coming from. And like, it's just cool, man. Like, it's just cool to hear different opinions on stuff. Curtis Booth says, damn, missed this whole thing, but I hope you guys had a great stream. Curtis, appreciate you dropping in, dude. I don't care if you drop in the last 5 seconds, first 5 seconds, last 5 seconds. It don't matter, man. I appreciate you being here. Definitely check out the replay, Curtis. I feel like we had a really good stream with a lot of great topics tonight. Chat was great. So if you wouldn't mind, Curtis, definitely check out the replay if you would like to, man. But thanks for being here and taking the time to comment. X-Man says, yeah, man, good seeing all of y'all. X-Man, as always, man, thanks for being on fire in the chat tonight, dude, as always. Hope you're doing well, man. Wayne says, thanks for another great stream, Justin. Have a great weekend, everybody. You too, Wayne. Appreciate you, man. Christian says, great stream, Justin, like always. Christian, as always, man, thanks for being a supporter of the stream and always being here, dude. Really appreciate it. I will definitely hit you up. I don't know if they're still available, but I'll let you know a few of the stuff I've seen. But again, still paying that secondary market price, bro. Clinton says 20 minutes to 3 hours. Dude, I know. I was actually trying to milk this to 3 hours. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. X-Men Supreme says, Justin, he's our man. If he can't do it, he can't not do. Oh, thanks, X-Man. I thought this was going like, if he can't do it, nobody can. But you just said, if he can't, he can't. So I like that too. Prosty Shinobi says, I got a date in a couple hours. May God help me to wake up in time. Hey, good luck, Prosty. Good luck on the date, man. Have a great one, dude. Have a great one. I like how you just casually just threw that in at the end. Hey, guys, I got a date. I got to go. See you guys. Great talking, though. Nah, man, good luck on that. Valkyrie Magnus says, looking forward to casual Fridays. Hey, Valkyrie, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. We're just getting started here with Casual Friday. I'll have some other streams as y'all know, man. I sometimes go do some random live streams as well. Got a lot of ideas, man, for the channel. So I really appreciate it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the stuff that I got in the pipeline, and we'll see. Darren says, great stream. Thanks. Also, the Force Awakens was awesome. Kylo and Rey were a great pair. I agree, Darren. I agree with you on this, man. I appreciate this. We got BMW Lover in the chat saying, Justin, you're very engaging in your streams and make it enjoyable to hang out here. Hey, BMW Lover, I really appreciate it. If I'm wrong on this, I apologize, but I think this is the first time you commented in one of my streams, so welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting. I really do appreciate this comment. It means a lot to me. This type of stuff means a lot to me. I'm always happy to see that you guys are enjoying it, having a good time hanging out, man. That's what it's all about, and you guys are making it fun for me as well, man. So that's I extend that to you guys as well. Y'all make this fun for me to get on here every Friday night, so I appreciate you being here. And thank you, man. Thank you, BMW Lover. Really appreciate it. I hope to see you in more streams going forward. Curtis says, okay, I'll be watching the replay for sure. And as always, smash the like button. Absolutely, Curtis. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for that. Definitely hit that like button. Really appreciate it, man. X-Men Supreme says, hey, if you want to go a few more minutes, there's that. Yeah, we'll look at that, X-Men. Okay. We can maybe get to, if you already left, cool. Or if you were going to leave, cool, because I kind of made it sound like it was, but X-Men did send me something. Sorry, I was reading this by Clint. He says, well, good luck to you. Blame Justin if you don't. And this is in reference to him missing a stream for his date. Prosy says, nah, can't blame Justin or any of you. This was a great stream, and it was just a great time talking to everyone. Very funny, though. I will consider it. Thank you all for the good wishes. Yeah, good luck, man. All right, we'll look at this. Now, what was that called, X-Man? It was, I know it was Sideshow, but was it a PCS statue? I can't remember, man. I apologize. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's the Angel Force Mia. Yeah, okay. So we got... Yeah, so this is crazy, guys. So this is crazy. This is from Infinity Studio. I'm not really sure what else Infinity Studio has made. It looks like they do some life-size busts. Oh, yeah, I know Infinity Studio. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the stuff they made. Yeah, dude. So this is a... We'll finish up tonight talking about this figure here. X-Men actually told me about this one. Let me share this tab. So this is the Angel Force Mia figure from Infinity Studio. This is a 3rd scale figure, expected to ship August 2025 to January 2026. Again, $1,000, but it is a 3rd scale. And just to look at it, it says Angel Force is a new product line from Infinity Studios. Let me move myself out of the way a little bit here. Or actually, let me move this over. It says Angel Force is a new product from Infinity Studio that establishes a unique universe where dynamic female characters take center stage. This world is a dream-like realm full of mysterious territories and thrilling adventures. Mia is the first character in the Angel Force series introduced as mercenary designed with great attention to detail. Mia's appearance reflects her strength and decisiveness. Her tailored mercenary outfit, from the rugged tactical vest to lightweight combat boots, showcases her professionalism. Okay, so here's some of the details. The third scale head sculpt follows the same high standards at full scale 1-to-1 statues. Dude, that's insane. It offers rich structural detail and realistic paintwork to capture lifelike features. The hand-planted hair, made from high temperature synthetic fibers, ensures a lightweight, soft feel and makes it easy for collectors to style. The body features an alloy skeleton covered in platinum silicone for a soft, like texture. Articulated fingers and magnetic hands allow secure placement of accessories. Damn, dude, this thing sounds insane. Dude. The display base. The realistic hand-painted display base enhances the figure's overall presentation with both stability and aesthetic appeal. The final product will include a special lenticular art card and character background information to enrich the display experience. Don't miss your chance to add this Mia third scale action figure to your collection today. So with the figure, you get ultra realistic platinum silicone head sculpt, and you can kind of see everything you get with it. But let's get to the pictures, man. Again, shout out to X-Men Supreme for even telling me about this. But dude, this is absolutely insane, and I'm going to use your comment, X-Men. Hyper realistic here, dude. This is insane, bro. Terrence says, "LOL. Now we can talk statues. Break out your wallet." Yeah, dude. I appreciate statues from afar, man, but I'm not ready to go down the statue line. But I did want to look at this because this just looks insane. Curtis Boo says, "Oh, I finally got my Tron in today. I'm so pumped to open them up." Yeah, man, Tron. I got Tron right here, Curtis. Really good figure, man. Really good figure. Better than I thought it was going to be. I'm happy to have him in the collection. Clinton says Iron Studios is releasing a 10th scale Star Wars New Hope movie poster looking like, dude, that's sick. I gotta check that out. Proceeds Nobody says sounds like the beginning of a new action franchise. It does, man. I kind of like it. It's almost like G.I. Joe or something. It's like Angel Force. Like, this is kind of cool, man. It's like an original IP type of thing. I'm glad X-Men told me about this, man. That's really cool. X-Men says it's a weird write-up, but their offering is pretty interesting. Yeah, I just think they're trying to sell it. They're trying to kind of make it sound like, to me, it kind of read like, a press release of like, what the figure's about and stuff. X-Men says, I would be concerned about putting the gloves on her hands if that's how it works, but if something like this gets traction, imagine what could prompt from hunters. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what's so crazy. Real quick, Person said, Justin, did you get the 89 Batman? I have not. I actually didn't go through with my pre-order on that. I wasn't a fan of the way all that stuff that was on the suit, but I've talked to some people that actually have it in hand, and I've seen some more in-hand photos. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. I just don't have it yet. Darren says these action statues seem to be a new fad. Yeah, so let's take a look at it real quick. We're going to go over this for about the next 10 minutes or so. But yeah, this third scale statue, man, this is so cool. This kind of reminds me a lot of like if you've played like games like the Tom Clancy video games. Maybe it's The Division. Maybe it's like games like that. It really reminds me of something like that, man. I don't know if y'all have ever played that game, but this really reminds me of something like that. Again, third scale and statue. You can just see the realism, dude. The jeans, the boots, just again, X-Men said it best. Hyper realistic. Articulated fingers, man, magnetic hands. I mean, damn, dude, this is insanely detailed. And I think X-Men, when he messaged me about this, like, hey, man, this might be something you want to talk about on the stream. And I'm glad he reminded me of it at the end of the stream here. X-Men's head's in the right spot because he's thinking like, dude, if other companies are doing this, like if we're talking like the future of 6 scale or the future of collectibles, that seems to be what the next thing's going to be. These like even more hyper realistic, like Artisan's kind of the new fad right now. But just like Darren said it, man, the action statues seem to be a new fad. Like we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see if they eventually do like a 6 scale versions of these. But Yeah, dude, this is insane. Again, $1,000 though, man. Definitely expensive, but this is, I mean, this is super insane. I mean, look at the hair, dude. It's just, it's really is crazy when you actually see this stuff and you're just like, damn, dude, look at the work that goes into this stuff, man. This looks like a person. And, you know, these action shots are really cool, man. Again, Angel Force. To me, it reminds me of like Charlie's Angels or something. It's like a G.I. Joe / Charlie's Angel. Like just Angel Force just sounds like that to me, like the branding. But I think this could be a cool, like an interesting line that they do here, man. This is gonna be interesting. Clinton says, "Bruh, did this thing have rooted eyebrows and actual lashes? Holy smokes, yeah, dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, dude." X-Men Supreme says, "I'm just basically hoping Hot Toys wants to do more large-scale figures so I can finally get a giant pool for my Deadpool core." Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. I think that, trust me, man. I definitely think that, you know, a lot of companies follow trends, so we'll see what happens. X-Men says they're talking about doing a cyberpunk figure for this line, and that has my full attention. Oh, 100%, dude. That'd be so sick, dude. But yeah, dude, this just looks insane, dude. I really like this, dude. This, like, this tactical gear, the different stuff, man. I mean, this looks really cool. This really does like look like a G.I. Joe type of line, like realistic G.I. Joe line. You know, again, this is called Angel Force, but it's like female, like, you know, I think they said it's like a female-led like special forces team. It's gonna be like a really cool line to collect. Could you imagine having a few of these on the display? Again, 3rd scale statue though, $1,000. So again, definitely ones that I'm probably not going to be picking up, but I do love seeing the quality of work that goes into these, man. And you know, like we've been talking about, man, like this could be, and this is cool with this leather jacket here, dude, but this could be the future, man. I mean, this could be the future. It's always cool to kind of see the trends, man, kind of see where things could be headed. You know, I mean, that's the next stage, man, is just more realism. This exclusive jacket, that looks pretty sick. Get all these accessories, man. That is so badass, dude. It's like I said, dude, like a Tom Clancy, like freaking The Division. It just reminds me a lot of The Division, you know. Oh, X-Men says, I don't know if her jacket was there. Oh, okay, my bad, X-Men. I thought it was. Prosty, when speaking about Batman 89, says, I've been obsessed with him since I opened him. The figure has incredible presence and the texture totally disappears from afar, and it's even not that noticeable up close if the lighting is correct. Yeah, and that's the thing. I kind of overreacted, if I'm being totally honest with you. I should have waited to get it in hand, but I could still pick up that figure for retail. And I'm looking forward more to the returns figure, but I definitely think I want to have the 89 as well. Absolutely, Prosty. Yeah, if I end up picking up later, I would love it. Yeah, I'll definitely share my thoughts on it, man, if I pick it up. I mean, damn, dude. I mean, yeah, dude, eyelashes. I mean, I'm assuming these are rolling eyeballs. The hair just looks insane. Like this quality of like hair work, this rooted work, is crazy, man. Wow, the only thing, the lips, I mean, well, maybe that's just shadow. Okay, never mind. These are closed lips. Okay, I thought like the mouth was a little open right there. I didn't know but that's just like kind of the shadow right there. But yeah, dude, I mean, the hair is what's really sticking out to me, man. The hair and the eyebrows, like, I think Clinton was it Clinton talking about that? Yeah. Yeah, dude, the rooted hair on this is insane. It's insane good. That's an awesome look there. Yeah, dude, this is sick, man. Again, not something I'm going to be picking up, but like, could you imagine if this is like what we start getting even in 6 scale? Is this? I mean, look how big this is, man. That's crazy. Look at that. 3rd scale, dude. That is so wild, man. Like the whole time you're looking at these photos, you're like thinking to yourself, like, it doesn't, you know, you forget that it's 3rd scale until you get to see this, and then you remember the scaling of this thing, man. Yeah, dude, super cool, man. Super cool. I just think these action shots, dude, are so good, man. They did a really good job with these photos. X-Men Supreme says the 89 2.0 is good. The texture is definitely wrong, but yeah, at a distance, not bad. Darren says 1/3 Prime 1 Cyberdyne shootout Terminator looks great. It's rooted but not posable like Mia. It has like traditional swap outs, but we already have some great hot toys coming. Yeah, I mean, I like to kind of see, again, I like to watch, I've seen some videos where people do, talk about statues and stuff. So, I mean, even though I don't collect them, I still love seeing like the artwork and the quality craftsmanship that goes into this stuff, man. So, Darren, I love hearing your thoughts on this, dude. X-Men says, I was thinking this figure could be a good Witchblade for anyone who wants to customize. Yeah, that would be cool, man. That'd be cool. I mean, this is an amazing looking piece, X-Men. I mean, I'm glad you like told me about this, dude. I had no idea about this. This is really cool. I could definitely see this being something that we might get, dude. We might get down the line, maybe even in 6 scale. Like that could be something that we like Darren said, this is kind of the new fad, maybe with these action pose statues. So we'll see, man. We got another legend in the building, guys, checking in. I really appreciate this, Riley. We got Riley Reviews in the building saying, popping in. Hope you're doing well, bro. Riley, hope you're doing well too, man. Thank you so much for popping in, dude. We're about to wrap up here. But if you get bored later, man, if you get bored, you're just sitting there, you want to check out the replay, dude, definitely do so. But Riley, always appreciate you checking in, man. Thanks for the support, dude. Hope you're doing well as well, man. Keep up the great work, Riley. Really appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. When I saw the picture of him, like the actual scale of this, like right here, you're kind of thinking, oh, it's 6 scale. Like, you're not thinking too much about it, and then you forget that it's 1/3 scale. Prosa says, sorry for cursing. No, it's okay, Prosa. It's okay. No problem. I don't know if it's allowed either. I think it's okay. I think it's okay every once in a while. I don't know if, we'll see. I think it's, I'm not mad at you. I won't pull up what X-Men put just in case, but that's a good comment there. And then Riley says, yes, sir, always. Thanks, man. Absolutely, man. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday evening, dude. Yeah, 27.6 inches, I think she's. Yeah, I believe that is. Yeah, 27.6, and then yeah. So yeah, dude, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, Pro said the figure would be a menace in my room. I think I'm better off without her. She's looking good though. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. That would take up a lot of space again. Really, really awesome figure, man. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for like more releases of this. I definitely want to see what they do with this line. I definitely want to see what Infinity Studio does with more of this type of stuff. I'm always interested to see like kind of what's going to happen with those lines and stuff. So, all right, so we got about 5 minutes. Nobody take us 5 minutes to fully wrap up. We still got 22 in the chat. Definitely hit that like button on the way out. But before you go, I just want to mention a couple things real quick. If you would like, after the stream, again, it's pretty late, so do this tomorrow if you want, but my 2 latest videos, one is about the Universal Monsters Frankenstein. Also, my most recent one was I talk a little bit more in depth about that Mondo Batman Beyond, so definitely go check out those videos if you would like to. Definitely be checking out more of Casual Fridays. Like I said, every Friday at 9 Central Time. Every once in a while, I might have to push it to like 9:30, but it'll be 9 or 9:30 every Friday here on the channel. So again, as I said before, man, really appreciate everybody's support. Appreciate all the super chats early on in the stream from everybody. If they're still in here, thank you. If not, I already said thank you to them earlier, but just wanted to say it again. Thank you to every single person still commenting in the chat. Means the world to me, man. We're going to be having some really cool stuff on the channel for November. I got a lot of stuff planned this year. Got a lot of cool stuff planned for December. So I'm actually like planning this out a little bit more, getting used to the schedule, getting the show ready for Friday. So hopefully y'all like some of the stuff that's, like I said, in the pipeline. Got some cool episodes planned. And we also have a few random streams planned as well. It won't be Casual Friday branded, but it'll still be, you can expect a similar vibe to some of these other streams I have planned. So I'll definitely be keeping you updated on that. So if you're following me on Instagram, if you're following, if you're subscribed to me here on YouTube, I'll definitely keep you updated. And all that stuff, man. So we got 3 minutes to go to 3 hours. We're going to get to 3 hours. Even if I keep just talking in circles. Even if I have to let that outro play for 30 seconds, we're going to get to that 3 hours because we deserve that together as a group, because we really brought it tonight. Everybody was on fire tonight. And yeah, dude, talked about Hot Toys the Joker, sculpted and artisan. Talked about that insane Hot Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman announcement. Talked about Mondo, Batman Beyond. We talked about the new Star Wars Rey trilogy movie. We talked a little bit about Tron Aries. We talked about this new Infinity Studio, what is it called? Angel Force line. And then the most important part, we all just hung out and had a good time talking with one another. And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is hanging out, talking, and enjoying the hobby and enjoying each other's company, man. So again, I'm not gonna stretch this any longer. We're close enough to 3. I was just catching myself like, dude, these last 2 minutes are just going slow. But let's check with the comments one last time to get us to that 3-hour mark, just so we can applaud ourselves for another great stream. And we are going to say, Valkyrie Magnus says, glad to help out. Justin Valkyrie, really appreciate you, man. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Prosty says, legendary stream. Good night to everyone. Justin, you're the man. Great engagement. Thank you, Prosty. Again, shout out to you as well, man, for staying active in the chat. Really appreciate it. Clinton says, hey, man, we're going to get to 3 hours. You're doing fine. Just carry on. Don't even look at the time. Just talk. But ever since Clinton said, hey, 20 minutes away from 3 hours, I took it as a personal challenge to get to that 3-hour mark. So thank you, Clinton, for the inspiration, man. And then Darren, just with some nice emojis here. Some good smiley face emojis. Appreciate you, Darren. And appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Again, stay tuned for, I'll definitely be uploading the thumbnail. I'll try to do it on Thursdays. I always wait till like Fridays to put it out there. But this week, this upcoming Casual Friday, I might try to put something out on Thursday as a little, we'll see what else we get news and releases wise. That'll kind of dictate what we talk about. But we will be back next Friday at 9 o'clock Central Time here on Casual Friday. And hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I got to check in with Wayne Timothy, though, before I say goodbye. Wayne Timothy says, have a good night, Justin. Looking forward to the next stream. Hey, Wayne, I appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward to it as well. Looking forward to talking with you guys again. But I was just going to say real quick, before you head out, keep it casual tonight. Head into Saturday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for keeping it casual with me here on Casual Friday, episode 8. Next week, we'll be at episode 9 already. Truly appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for being here. And hey, as always, I'll see you next time.